雨宿りするところを探そうとしてたら足が滑っちゃったの。
Hey Kisari, and hey Kodai24 S09. Long name. But welcome to the stream.
ご検討お願いします。
What is this perfect spray gun thing?
すべての案件。ひまわりの種くれるんですか？ひまわりの種くれるんですか？
Excuse me.
これも入れて、あとこれも。はい。あ、私に近づかない方がいいよ。良くない運が移るかもしれないから。行きましょう、コワルスキー卿。落ち着いて、せーの、準備完了。力になってみせます。打ちましょう。はっ。落ち着いていきましょう。いい香りでしょ。打ちます。皆さん気をつけて。本数艦長、私の不運が
Yeah, Warwick.
鋭い。
And hey Hexen, welcome
元気
back.
が出ましたか？
Hey Musman,
愛して
welcome
や
back.
めよ。かき集め艦長。
How am I doing? I'm doing alright. I had a pretty good day at work. Work was pretty good yesterday. Only problem is that my leg is still giving me trouble, and at this point I think it's got to be something serious. Normally, whatever pain shows up usually goes away within like a week or two, but this has been ongoing for at least a month now.
失敗した。いい香りでしょ。
So I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to make the time to find some time to go get my leg checked out, because it's been bothering me for at least like a month or two now.
艦長、苦しみは深まるだけ。 敗していい香りでしょ
But other than my leg giving me trouble, everything else. I was about to say everything else is fine, but not really. So let me stop myself. Hey, Shimizaki, welcome back. Finish your 7th 120 in FGO. Hey, congrats, man. I've also been kind of thinking about who I want to grail next to. I think honestly the next any 120 I do, I prefer 120 and a servant who I know I can get to 120 and triple append. Usually that, which means unfortunately it's gonna have to limit my options to just 5 stars, because I don't know how many of the 4 stars I want to get to 120 I even pulled enough copies of. Like I was talking about how I want to get MHXX to 120, and I was sitting there like, do I even have enough copies of her for like a triple append? I'm pretty sure I don't. Because, you know, La Zangle and their infinite dumbassery thought that, you know, forcing people to pull 10 fucking copies of a 4-star servant to get them to 120 triple append was a fucking great idea. Fuck them. Either them or Sony or whichever fucking dog shit corpo executive forced them to make that decision. Was it Ono? Yoshinori Ono? I mean, he fucking ruined Street Fighter V. Well, not really, but, you know. I still like to blame him for that every now and then. So yeah, I've been thinking about maybe getting Jalter to 120. I think I mentioned that in my last Wales log, I'm pretty sure. They gave a bit more coins when they introduced the A4 and A5s, but yeah, MP6 for 5 stars is bullshit. Like literally, the only reason why the whole MP6 thing exists is because they wanted to force you to pull more copies. Like gameplay-wise, having an MP6 character is like absolutely fucking, you know, an MP6 servant is absolutely fucking worthless. Unless you like min-max like supports on your support list or some shit like that, but like 99% of players don't even fucking do that. Nor do they need to. As a new player, should you only be pulling on Combatant Rescue to try to get that select ticket, right? Select ticket? Oh, you mean on standard? Yes. Actually, no. If you're asking, oh, you should use all your gems on the standard bear, no, don't do that. Only use the specific standard pulls. Once I'm done with this run, or once Otto is done with this run, I'll show you what I mean. But use your gems, like your actual crystals, right? Only use those for limited banner, ideally. Only use the designated standard pulls, like the orange-looking like circle things. Only use those for the select ticket, assuming I know what you're talking about. Again, I'll show you what I mean once this run is done. Done autoing, which is right now. Okay, thank you. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, this is what I mean. Down here. Oh, not this one. So you mean this one, right? The rescue merit. You can pick basically once you do 300 pulls on standard banner, you get to pick whoever you want, right? You're talking about this, right? If you are, then no, you should only use these things. The specific rescue anchor items, the orange looking, orange, red, yellow, whatever that looks like to you. You should only use these things on standard. Reason why is this game, Chaos Zero Nightmare, if you've played any of the big gacha games, the gacha games I like to call the big four, so Genshin, Star Rail, Zenless, or Wuwa, if you played any of those games, this game's gacha is basically modeled exactly like that. Maybe it's like maybe slightly more generous. The soft and hard pities, if this game even has a soft pity, are definitely better. So in that sense, you know, more generous. But in the sense, this game's gacha is still the exact same as the other four, in the sense that you want to save these things, your gems, specifically for limited banner, ideally. Now, it's your gems, it's your account. I just want to make that clear. At the end of the day, it's your account, so you get to do whatever you want with your gems. If you want to, like, say if you're close, right, like I'm at 230 right now, if I wanted to, I could commit my gems here and go straight for my guarantee and just pick whoever I want. So if you're like close, right, and you're like, oh, I'm almost there, like I don't mind using my gems to close the distance, right? Finish up the rest of your pulls to get your guarantee. Then yeah, sure, whatever, right? If that's what you want to do, it's your account. You know, you get to do whatever you want, right? Don't let me or anyone else tell you like, oh, you shouldn't use that. You should do this or that. Again, it's your account at the end of the day. I'm just saying that my advice, since you're asking, is to only use the orange thingies, these things, because these are specifically meant for you to pull standard, right? Oops, where are my chaos banners? Whereas if you switch over to the limited banners, either limited or a limited character or limited partner banner, you have these things, right? You have designated limited banner pulls. Like, these things are meant for you to pull on limited banner. And gems, you can use them on whichever banner you want, whichever banner will take them, right? So basically any of the, well, except for this one. This is something different, I guess. But standard banner, standard partner banner, limited partner banner. You can use gems on any of these, which means because limited banners are usually higher value, where's my webcam this way? Usually higher value. Your priority for gems should be spent on these two, not on these two. Again, there can be exceptions, right? And again, like I kept repeating myself over and over, it's your account, it's your gems, you do whatever you want with them, right? At the end of the day, as long as you know what you're getting yourself into, right? You don't mind spending gems on even standard banner, even if it's not technically the most efficient value. Like at least in the sense that, oh, you just want to get closer to your guarantee, then yeah, sure, you know, do whatever you want. Do what you feel is necessary for your account. I would say definitely after you get your guarantee, though, definitely don't spend any more of your gems on standard banner, because again, you have these things specifically to pull on standard banners. You might as well just use these and just save your gems for limited characters. And remember that standard banner has all the characters here are permanent, right? So it's not like you have to worry about any of them, like, oh, you can't pull them after like a certain period of time. No, these are all characters. All the characters you see here, you can pull at any time. Or at least, yeah, all these guys. I think Haru too, but I'm kind of surprised Haru's not on here, because I think Haru's supposed to be permanent. So kind of surprised she's not there. Either way, though. But yeah, hopefully that gives you a good idea what to do with that. Don't pull on the special request. Let's see which one. Special request. What's a special request again? Excuse me. Don't waste orange pulls on. Oh, if you're talking about the if the special request thing, if you're talking about the beginner banner, no, you should spend on that. Yeah, it's on Neat. Yeah. I forgot because I've already spent it all. No, if you're talking about the special request where it's for new players and it's like slightly discounted, no, you should pull for that. Yeah, no, because it's discounted pulls and you're guaranteed a random perma 5-star. No, you should pull on that. Matter of fact, you should get that done first and foremost. Unfortunately, to be fair, I don't think it counts towards your rescue merit here. But at the same time, it's like, well, you do like 50 pulls and then you get a guaranteed 5-star. So it's basically the same thing, except rescue merit just takes a lot longer to get there. And the special rescue banner is like slightly discounted, or at least it should be. That's how all the gachas that have that sort of like beginner banner. Like that's how they operate. It's like, oh, here's a beginner banner for you. You're guaranteed a permanent 5-star character, random, but you're guaranteed at least one, within like 50 pulls or so. And they're discounted slightly, like 20% usually. So no, you should pull on that. Yeah, no, you should pull on that until it's gone, and then once it's gone, you can start stockpiling your standard pulls for standard banner afterwards. No, you should get your special rescue thing done. Yeah, the beginner banner thing. Hey, yo, Haviland, welcome back. You have Kalip, Malin, Yuki, Chizuru, Nia, Selena. You're trying to hoping to get that 300 for Veronica. Yeah, sure. I don't know how much you spent on the game. I'm gonna assume that for the moment you're free to play. 300 pulls is a long way to go. I don't know how far along you are. For example, I've already done 230 pulls over the past, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months that this game's been out. So like I'm almost there, but remember it took me like 2 months to get here. So assuming that you just started the game, I mean I assume so because you still have the special rescue banner thing, and assuming that you haven't made any progress on the rescue merit thing, it's gonna take you a while to get. It's gonna take you a while to get there. So I would say just be patient, just grind out the game, right? Know that it's going to take you a while to reach 300 pulls on standard. Usually this sort of rescue merit thing, like this guaranteed 5-star thing that certain gachas have, like this one, they're meant to take you a long time. They're there to reward you for playing the game for a long time, for like an extended period of time, right? It's meant to be a reward for you grinding the game for like a couple months at the very least. And honestly, there's a good chance that you'll get spooked by Veronica anyway. Just pulling on the limited banners, right? Because I'm pretty sure you can just randomly get Veronica here, no? Let's see. Yeah, you can just randomly get Veronica. Obviously, you have to get in a sense you have to get very lucky to get spooked by Veronica specifically, right? Just look at the the direct pull chance here, but it's possible. You can never rule it out. So, yeah, just take your time with it, man. Just take your time with it. This is not going. If you're assuming you're free to play, this is not going to come fast. Only way you can make it, show you can get to this faster is if you spend money. But again, assuming you're free to play or maybe even just a light spender, obviously you're not going to spend that much money. I don't know. Maybe you would. I'm not sure. But normally you shouldn't rush these kinds of things unless you just really want a character, in which case again, it's your account. Don't let me tell you what to do with it. But Ayo user, welcome back, man. Just gonna lurk. Yeah, no problem, Crazy Wolf. Sorry about your leg. Hope it's not serious. Yeah, I certainly. I hope it's not. I hope it's just like something that. I don't know. It's kind of worrying because I've never had a situation like this before, where like something about my body is like really hurting. It just doesn't go away on its own. Then again, my tendency to just ignore shit until it just goes away on its own is probably worrying in and of itself. But maybe it's because I'm getting older and my body ain't what it used to be. Just fucking tank everything. But yeah, hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's nothing serious. I certainly can't afford if I can't afford to have this have my whatever's wrong with my leg be like a big serious thing either. God, it's gonna fucking suck. JPFGO dropped every single 5-star band. Yeah, I know. This year, they basically reran like everybody. Yeah, no, I'm aware.
私に近づかない方がいいよ。良くない運が移るかもしれないから。行きましょう、コアルスキー卿。せーの、準備完了。
Okay, and then yeah, you do your special rescue thingy and then move to standard. Yes.
準備できま元気が出ましたか？艦長。
Standard pulls are also significantly more common than as freebies. They'll give you enough to max it out sooner or later. Yeah, it seems like it too. Yeah, a lot of the rewards you get just for playing through the game seem like they give you standard pulls. So that's pretty nice. We also had a bunch of rewards back in November, the whole drama thing. And thanks to that, you were able to get to 300 pretty quickly. Yeah, I imagine so. After you hit that 300, got your Ross's up, that's when you started spending big time and got E4 Haru. Damn. Yeah, you must. You ain't lying when you said you like big titty blonde girls. Yuki and now Chizuru. Yeah. That's what's good. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, I want to refarm for Tressa's gear again. I think Tressa wanted a triple two-piece because I think that's how most characters are built in this game for now, with a couple exceptions like maybe Haru. Let's see. She wants Cursed Corpse, Blackwing, Executioners. Okay. And then either DOT or crit DPS. I'll go for DOTs just so that I don't have to worry about crit stats for now. Let's see. Double attack void. Both of these are ego recovery. Back out for now. I'll see if I can let's see. Which set do I want to farm the most? Probably Blackwing. I think most people want Blackwing. So I'll replace Tressa with somebody else here. Let's see, also, let me pick up the extra stamina from the cafe. Hey, okay, I start. Welcome back. Hey, yo, Bananakin. Same to you. Why is it connecting? The stream is okay, right? I've never actually seen this connecting screen on Chaos Zero Nightmare before. I assume this is like your standard, like trying to connect a server screen. Okay, yeah. Huh, why did it take so long? Or why did that even happen in the first place? Banned. Oh, the nose. Banned.
毎日努力しています。
Let's see. Blackwing, difficulty 6. Tressa.
バックアップします。
Damn, this bitch got a lot of HP.
決断を深い暗闇へ。落ち着いてせーの。準備完了。打ちましょう。はっ。いい香りでしょ。集中。行きましょう。落ち頭上に注意してください。
What's my strategy with stamina? I feel like there isn't enough in this game. I'm trying to farm potentials and promo materials while also farming fragments. There is no strategy. At least not for me. You get stamina, you spend it. I'm aware that it's a common complaint, especially nowadays, because I had somebody in my Twitch chat also kind of complain about it too. Or was it Twitch chat or was it also YouTube chat? Anyways, I had somebody yesterday also complain about how long it takes to level characters in this game. Like there's in my opinion there's not really a special strategy to deal with it, man. I mean, unless you count, like, you know, opening your wallet and then swiping your credit card. Unless you consider that to be a special tactic or a special strategy, then no, there really isn't. You get you wait for your stamina to recharge, you spend it on whatever you need. And I guess, you know, try not to let your stamina cap or anything, because obviously that's wasted. That would be considered wasted stamina. I guess that if there's any strategy ever, it's just like try not to ever let your stamina cap out. I guess there are also some upgrades in your base where it increases your max, like, stamina cap. Like, I think by default you have 240 stamina, but I have 265 right now, thanks to a couple of base upgrades that I did. So I assume that stamina cap goes even higher, like up to like 270 or something, or even like 300 if you have it maxed out. So I guess the only two strategies I can think of for this game are don't let your stamina cap, right? Because it's not like this game has like a stamina bank, like an overflow bank like Star Rail or like Wua do. And even then, technically, you don't want your stamina bank to like fill up ever, because that's still technically wasted stamina, right? Because the banks only accumulate stamina at a very reduced rate, like a third of the usual rate, right? So don't let your stamina cap, and then upgrade your base to where you can increase your stamina cap. Again, I don't know how high it goes up to. I would assume like 300 or so. That'd be nice. So yeah, that's all I can say. Like, other than those two strategies, if you can call it that, you just gotta hunker down and deal with it, man. Like, early game for all gacha games are always like this, where in the beginning, like the first, I don't know, or in the first, like, I don't know, first 6 months or so, give or take a couple months, you're always gonna be capped for something. You're always gonna be missing something, you know? Oh shit, hold up. Let me see if I actually unlocked difficulty 7. I don't think so. I don't know if that's how it works. Oh yeah, no, I did. Okay, yeah. So I guess I can just keep unlocking higher and higher difficulties. Now the question is, is my team even able to do it? Is the question. Damn, this guy's got a lot of HP. But yeah, no, I'm aware how hard it is to level characters in this game. I just recently got my first 3 characters to level 60, like just yesterday and today. So, hey, believe me, man, I know how tough the road ahead is, but you gotta, you know, for lack of a better phrase, you gotta bite the pillow, and you gotta go in hard. Then in that case, what do you think are the largest the most efficient upgrades of characters? I don't know, actually. That I'm not sure. I just kind of level everything. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know which part of a character's upgrades are like the most valuable. I'm sure there are people out there who have like calculated that and can tell you like, oh, you should upgrade these things first on a character because like, oh, for example, I don't know, just hypothetically speaking, maybe their potentials are more impactful like early on, right? You get more mileage out of potential leveling as opposed to farming for good fragments or whatever, right? I would just my guess at the moment is that give characters like decent. It don't have to be like obviously they don't have to be top tier, right? Very unlikely anyone has like the optimal builds for like optimal like gear builds, fragment builds for characters like only 2 months in, unless they're just complete fucking whales and they just fucking max refresh every day. But you know, most people aren't like that. So my personal strategy in that sense is that I give characters like whatever fragment sets they want. So in Tress's case, triple 2-piece. Most DPS in the game are like that, I think, with a few exceptions like Holly. I don't really give a shit about their substats because obviously I'm not expecting them to roll like godlike substats right now. So the most important things are make sure they've got like matching, they have the main stats that they want, so 4, 5, 6 fragments, they all have main stats that the characters want. Make sure they have the set bonuses, and you can worry about the substats later after you've leveled, you know, everything else, and everything else in the game is under control, right? So give characters decent decent fragment builds that they can work with for now, and then go to like potential leveling or whatever. And then once you've leveled potentials enough or you've maxed them out, then you can go back to focusing on fragment optimization or gear optimization. That would be my recommendation. However, obviously, I'm no expert in this game. Far from it. Still learning. Still a lot of shit that I gotta learn about this game myself. So yeah, do what you feel is most appropriate. Not like there's a wrong way to play the game in the first place. Nice couple of Blackwing pieces. Hey, UI, welcome back, man. It's been a while. Hopefully you've been doing well. Hopefully you're looking forward to the holidays. All you know about this game is that the girls get hella scared and mind broken. Yes. Yeah, it is a feature of this game. If you've ever played Darkest Dungeon, or you know what the game is like, or you know what that game is about, it's kind of like that. They took the stress mechanic from that game and made it a thing in this one. So when the character's stress meters max out, they feel fucking insane and you can't use them. And their mind break like art, like the mind break splash arts that the game shows you when they stress the fuck out, they can be very suggestive.
ちましたか？行きましょう。切らねば黄昏の影。準備できます。手伝います。決断を。はっ。切らねば参ります。いい香りでしょ。元気が出ましたか？確認します。
行きます。防御モジュール
落ち着いた。集中手伝います。決断を壊滅させます。切らねば。
Unless you de-trauma Yuki. Oh yeah, Yuki just freaks the fuck out.
いい香りでしょ。力になってみ
Yeah,
せ
she
ます。
goes batshit insane.
しましょうか。決断
Well,
を。
some people, I'm sure some people like that.
いい香りでしょ。切らねば影の中へ。決断を。黄昏の影。落ち着いた。
You like it when Mika stresses out? Yeah, the blue-haired girl. Yeah.
元気が出ましたか？切らねば。はっ。役に立ち
Oh yeah, it was yeah, it was you crazy wolf from yesterday.
しましょう。集中準備できます。確認します。
Final push that feels rough. Yeah, well, most gacha games are like that, where the final stretch, like the last threshold of leveling, that's always been the worst. Like you see that in every single one of the big gacha games out there. Like in Genshin, I can tell you exactly the last stretch going from 80 to 90 takes what, exactly 372 tier 3 XP books or whatever the game calls them. Like, it's very expensive. So, honestly, fucking CZN, the final stretch going from 50 to 60, only taking 200. It's like, compared to Genshin, it's not even that bad. Technically speaking, anyway, but though, you know, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be any you know, consolidation or any consolation. Like, I'm sure it's still fucking ass to deal with. Is Stove a trustworthy launcher? Some people have voiced concerns about it. So far that during the time I've been using it, I haven't had a problem with it. My only kind of gripe with the program is that it's kind of annoying to like load up, you know, because like most launchers, you know, most launchers just work like this, right? You open the launcher, you know, your PC, you know, it's like, oh, you know, here's your launcher. Or like, you know, if you run as administrator, oh, well, would you like to run as administrator? Yes, and then the launcher pops up, right? For Stove, it's when you boot up your PC, it automatically, it's like one of those programs where it automatically launches itself when you open when you turn on your PC for the first time. Maybe there's an option to disable that, but it just does it automatically, which might bother some people. But the really annoying part is that the launcher itself, when it launches, it doesn't even launch logged in. Like, you have to fucking the game, like the Stove launcher thing gives you like the window where it's like, oh, please log into Stove or whatever, and then depending on how you logged in, depending on your login method, like if you logged into like another email, for example, like when you click on like your last, at least the launcher like tells you what your most recent login method was, but it's like, oh, you click on the like login through email method, then for some reason it fucking opens up a browser, like it opens a window in like a browser, like whatever your default internet browser is, and that way it logs into Stove. And in that way, it's like, oh, it gives you another like Windows prompt, like, hey, you know, please accept this fucking administrative thing where it's like, oh, would you like to log into your stove things? You have to do that again. It's like, god damn, this shit is like, why does the launcher work like this? Oh, not to mention, another kind of annoying thing about stove is that I found out is that you have to have the launcher itself open. You cannot exit out of it. At least not that I know. Maybe there's like oh, you can have like just you can exit out of the launcher, but you can have like run in the background. Maybe that way it won't maybe that way it'll be fine. But if you don't do that and you accidentally like just like close out of the launcher entirely, it also shuts down whatever games you had active, like you open from stove. Like I one time I turned off my launcher because oh, like, you know, because that's how most launchers are. You can just get rid of the launcher when the game's running. But no, when I turned off the stove launcher, it also turned off my CZN that was running at the time. I was like, what the fuck? So I have to fucking log back into stove and log just to pull up the CZN again. It's like stove is okay, but it's just not very user friendly. Like all these other launchers, all these other gacha games are way more user friendly. The Koreans and their fucking dog shit launchers, man. Like what the fuck is what the fuck is their problem? Like I think Nikkei is the only one where the only Korean gacha that I'm aware of where their launcher's like fine, and I don't really have any big issues with them. And even then, it took them a while. It took them the past like 2 years or so, 2.5 years, to like really, you know, get it to the point where it is now. Because like when it came out, it was fine, but then everyone complained about how, oh, it takes so goddamn long to just boot up the game. These days, they've managed to optimize it to where it boots up pretty quickly, so I don't think anyone has any issues with it now. But like even still, even Nikkei's launcher wasn't always perfect, among other things. But like every other Korean gacha, if they have a launcher of their own or something, or like every single one of them have like some fucking annoying thing about them. Like Brown Dust 2 is fucking ancient. Brown Dust 2's launcher is fucking ancient because you can't even fucking download it from their fucking website. You have to have somebody fucking share the link, the download, like the download for the executable, right? Just to download the game. Somebody has to send that shit to you. You got to find it off Discord or something. So like, what the fuck is up with that? Not to mention the launcher infrastructure thing itself is fucking ancient. It's like, what the fuck, dude? This is shit from like 2005. What the fuck is this Maple Story ass fucking launcher UI, dude? With the fucking orange and blue bars, holy fuck. And what is it? Blue Archive's launcher would have been fine if the fact that for some reason it doesn't work with Gmail logins didn't fuck my ass over specifically, because I use a Gmail account for my Blue Archive account, which means that, and I've tried linking my fucking Steam to my the email that I use to log in with my Blue Archive account, but that shit doesn't work, so I can't play on Steam. So I have to keep playing on fucking dog shit emulator. So thanks, Nexon, fucking piece of fucking shit. Burn in hell, you bastards. What other dog shit Korean gachas are there? Oh, I guess Horizon Walker is fine, because Horizon Walker is on Steam, so you know. Steam's technically the launcher. Though before they got Steam, I don't know how you were supposed to play Horizon Walker. To be fair, actually no, maybe before it got launched on Steam, maybe it was like a Korean only region lock thing. So I guess technically that means that Steam is their very first launcher, or at least their first global launcher. Now the yeah, got fucked, man. Got fucked in the ass. The fucking Gmail account curse. So can't play Blue Archive on Steam. Would love to. That frame rate is fucking juicy on Steam, but nope, can't play Blue Archive on there. And Nexon just like, oh, too bad. Go fuck yourself. Do you see why I fucking hate Nexon so goddamn fucking much? Those fucking Koreans, man. Fuck the Koreans. And I say this as one. And it's cheaper to top up in Blue Archive using Steam. Really? What kind? Do they give you even more discounts? Well, it's a good thing I've stopped spending on Blue Archive like since like 2 years ago. But yeah, if I actually did still spend money on Blue Archive, then yeah, that would bother me. That would piss me off even more. What GPU do I use? Graphics card. I have a 3090. Just a regular one, but it's handled all the games I wanted to run just fine. It's not a discount. Oh, then how is it cheaper? How does that work? Blue Protocol Star Residence is really cooked on CN. Oh, really? What's going on over there? Devs being shitty or something? Your friends who play this game say that the launcher either crashes 5 times for launching the game or takes like 20-30 minutes to launch it. Don't have that problem. Generally don't know why. Just launches just fine. Yeah, Blaster. The stove works just fine for me too. There's like these. It just has these little quirks and annoyances that kind of get under my skin a bit. But it's nothing. It's nothing where I'm gonna like fucking flame it or like fucking hate it. Like it's workable. I just kind of wish it were more. I wish it were more, optimized. But yeah, no, I don't have that problem either. Like, it boots up fine. When I tell it to run CZN after I've logged in, it loads the game up just fine too. So yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I guess Stove must be one of those programs where it's like reliable for some people, but for other people it's just like it's kind of crap. It's just kind of like a toss up. It's kind of like a crapshoot. Will it work today? I don't know. To be fair, developing PC programs or executables that are reliable and work on every single PC is very, very tough. This guy's doing quite a bit of damage. Oh, excuse me. I have to play this game on mobile because it's that bad. Yeah, that gives me Blue Archive vibes. Or at least that reminds me of my experience with trying to run Blue Archive on my Steam account. Kind of, in a sense. Definitely built using cardboard and glue. Yeah, for sure. Korean devs, man. What can we say? Okay, nice. I can auto the final difficulties. That's good. Very good. All right, let's see if I can get Tressa some good replacement pieces here. I still don't have a gold what is it? Feather. Yes. Let's see. What did she want again? Blackwing, Executioners, and Cursed Corpse, I think. This is Blackwing, so it's inset and it's attack. It's not void, but it's attack percent. Let's see. Health. This is Executioners. health, or HP. Let's see. I wonder if a okay, yeah. So I do have an inset void damage piece. I wonder if a void damage cup. Or a void piece that's inset, but one tier lower is better than an attack percent piece that's a higher tier. Let's see. Maybe the subsets will make a will make the difference. Damage over time. I think, yeah, damage over time is what Tressa wants. So the DOT is good. What is oh, this one also has DOT. Okay. So they are tied in that sense. This one has attack percent. I think Tressa wanted what does she want? Yeah, DOT, double attack, and then crit stats. Okay. Preferably flat attack first. Cuck's really going full retard, literally attacking every game in TGA. Really? I would understand if they were going at it against the Genshin, against the the Hoyo tards, but really they're just going after everyone in TGA. Ugh. You can tell a lot of those fucking Cuck retards came from Genshin, man. How much you want to bet? Like fucking 80% of them are the same people who went around fucking review bombing everything back when we had that whole Genshin anniversary shit go down. Refugees? Don't even call them refugees, man. Refugees, at least to me, that word implies that, oh, they were uprooted from their homes through no fault of their own. And you know they got nowhere. You know they're trying to search for another place to like settle down in for the time being, and you know maybe hopefully in the future go back home, or at least you know go back to where their original homes were after you know things have settled down. But yeah, those fucking retards aren't refugees, man. They're fucking cancer. That's what they are. They're fucking cancer. Metastasizing, is that the word? What's the word? What's the medical term? Where when you have cancer, there's a chance that your cancer, even if you are able to get rid of your cancer in one area, like where it first showed up, like somehow, well not somehow, because we know how it does it. But even after you get rid of it, like you still get cancer anyway, just in a different part of your body. Well, what is that term? What was that term again? Like metastasize, whatever. They're a fucking cancer. They just metastasize somewhere else. Oh fuck. Ayo, Thesia, welcome back. Yeah, imagine being that fucking retarded. Couldn't be me. I'll give Tressa this attack percent cup for now. Just because it's higher tier, get more stats out of it, I guess. Let's see, I'm looking for attack percent. Ooh, this is good. Yeah, attack percent, DOT. That's crit damage. Attack, flat attack. I'll take this one for now. Attack. This one's got flat attack. Crit chance, not as important. let me filter this shit first. Probably should do that. Attack percent. Man, if only this one was inset, flat attack, and DOT. Would have been nice. Let's give her this one then. Okay. So we already have Blackwing. We're looking for Executioner and Cursed Corpse, I think. Let's see. Ooh, double attack there. This is just health. In that case, yeah, let's take this one. Double attack. Let's see, does she have? Okay, so we need to look for Cursed Corpse pieces. The problem is I don't know how many Cursed Corpse set pieces we even have at the moment. Let's see, this one's Cursed Corpse. Give her that for the time being. Oh, I already had one for her here. Okay. We'll just have her work with this for now. Hopefully later on I'll be able to optimize her fragments later. Check DM streamer. Okay, gotcha. Jeez, you really did do your homework, huh? Man, it's this whole fucking thing, huh? Alright. Hey, Clay Gaming, how's it going, man? Hey, Omni stuff, welcome back. Hey, yo, Kenny, how's it going, man? Sorry for getting around to YouTube chat a little late there. Craft has his bombs on the way. Ugh, how many more days do we have on the FGO event again? Like maybe 6 days, I think, hopefully. Hey, Iria, welcome back. Sorry for getting to you late. When you top up with using Google Play or Apple Store, they take their cut, increase the price a lot. Same with Microsoft Store and PlayStation, and top up gotchas available there. Also, if you top up big 3 Hoya games, way cheaper using a Japanese VPN and using Hoya website to top up. Oh. Yeah, because the exchange rates, I assume. I wonder how much cheaper it makes it, though. I mean, clearly, at least a decent amount if it's worth doing. If it's worth going through the trouble of doing that. Zen word too locked in to read your messages. Yeah, well, I'm kind of streaming right now. Can only focus on so many things at once, you know. That, and you know, I was never really that good at multitasking, unfortunately. So there's only so many things I can do at once. Well, unless it comes to gacha games, and you know, multitasking on like 18 different gacha games all at once. In which case, you know, different story there, but. Is it good to farm items before you can get legendaries? Not been doing them as much as you can. Highest level you can get is rare. If you're talking about the memory fragment stuff, I'm of the opinion that in early game, you don't have to worry about min-maxing your fragments right now. Just getting them, like I think you should at least get blues. I think the blues are rares, right? Yeah, I think blues are fine for now. If you're just starting out. For most people, even people who've been playing day one, including myself, I think blues are fine for now. Golds, if you can get them, and if they match, if they're exactly what a character needs, then or would like, then yeah, obviously use it. But I think blues are fine for now. Reason why I explained this before, but reason why I think you shouldn't worry about the fragments too much is because they're RNG. Like their substats are RNG as usual. Right? If you play any of the other big 4 gacha games, you know all about these already. I think for early game, it's always more important to just set up like their sets. Like most DPSs in this game apparently don't really want 4-piece sets, because 4-piece sets in this game are kind of trash. For most characters, the one exception among a few being Haru, who actually does use 4-piece line of justice. That and all the 4-piece sets in this game don't have a 2-piece set bonus. Like the only bonus they have is if you use them in a 4-piece set, which kind of fucking blows dick. At least with all the other, well, except for Wuwa, I guess. But Wuwa's also been doing a similar thing. I know Wuwa also their 5-piece sets have a 2-piece set too. So no, I can't even knock Wuwa for that. All the other gacha games that had like a 4-piece set bonus, right? They got like a 2-piece to go, a 2-piece effect to go with that too. For some reason, CZN does not do that, which means that 4-piece sets are really just terrible. In most cases, at least the ones we have right now, they're just not very good. You get more mileage for right now out of triple 2-piece sets because they're just a lot easier to get, I guess. And their set bonuses are just way more tangible, I suppose. But yeah, you have a couple exceptions like Haru, who actually does want a 4-piece set. But again, she's the exception, not the general trend. But yeah, as long as you get blues or rares, just focus on getting characters their preferred their preferred set bonuses, and then make sure that their 4, 5, 6 sets or pieces are all main stats that they actually want. Speaking of fucking set bonuses, why does my Veronica have an HP set? The fuck is up with that? Why the fuck does she have an HP set? Let's see, she's got Executioners, Blackwing. What else does she want? Oh, I gave her HP for more team survivability. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess I could replace that with what is it? Seth Scarab later. I guess it's fine if she has if she's got like an HP set for now, I guess. I was about to say, why the fuck does a DPS like her have an HP set? Is there any reason you wouldn't want to use Manifest Ego? Is that this thing? Yeah, this one, right? Your dupe copies? No, there's no reason why you shouldn't activate them. At least not as far as I'm aware. In any of these gacha games where you can activate dupe levels for a character, there has only been one character that I can think of who it's like where they have like a dupe level that you don't want to use, or at least that used to be the case for a long time. That was Bennett from Genshin Impact, because his C6, at least for the first couple of years of the game, it used to ruin a lot of builds, because Bennett's C6 infuses whoever's on the field and is within the pyro field, within his ult field. It infuses their normals with their basics with pyro damage, and that ruined a couple of builds like Eula, Keking, Aika, I think. These days it doesn't really matter, because a lot of the DPSs we used to use back in the day we either don't use them at all anymore because they've just been outclassed, power crept, if you will, or they've been transferred to other teams. Like Keking is usually much better on like an aggravate / spread team now, because you know Dendro reactions are kind of fucking cracked. So realistically, the only team that C6 Bennett like actively ruins is like a Eula team. But then again, why the fuck are you using a Eula team in 2025? Like, unless you just really, really love the character, in which case, you know, more power to you. So no, unless there's a character like that in this game, and as far as I'm aware, there is not. No. You can just go ahead and activate the dupe levels for all your characters. I don't see, or I don't know of a character where it's like, oh, you don't want to activate this, which, yeah, that'd be really strange, and two, it's like, well, if like, say for example, a character has like a low dupe level where you don't want to activate it, guess what? You're not activating the rest of their fucking dupes either, because you have to go in order. So, you know, that would suck. But no, not that I'm aware. You can, as soon as you get a dupe for a character, you can just activate it immediately. There shouldn't be a downside to it. Do you need dupes or anything else, or should you just be using them for manifest? No, the dupe copies are only used for this. No, you can just go ahead and use them. The game doesn't use them for anything else. That's how this mechanic works in all the other like big popular gachas. Yeah, as soon as you get a dupe for a character, you just use it. The game doesn't use them for anything else. Like, even if you never use them, they always just kind of sit there until you actually use them. So no, you can just go ahead and just use them. Shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, I got that done.
幸運を祈ってバックアップします。
New big Warframe update is really good. Hey, glad you're enjoying it, man.
苦しみは深まる。せーの、準備できました。役に立ちました。いい香りでしょ。
Oh shit, I forgot. Is my Veronica using a giant ballista build? Yeah, she is. Fuck. Maybe I should have switched over to a single target build.
落ち着いて。集中。行きましょう。新力になってみ確認します。撃ちましょうか。
Let's see, shield or unique reload.
頭上に注意してください。いい香りでしょ。準備できました。元気が出ましたか。失敗したら落ち着いて。コアルスキー卿、これでいいですよね。艦長慎重。撃ちましょうか。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長信じてるよ。私の不運は失敗。一番の苦痛を。
I wonder if I should have combined it with my morale medic here. Just run up a stack of morale. Actually, no, that doesn't matter instead.
落ち着いて。
Oh Jesus, they're gonna do a shit ton of damage to us. What the fuck?
皆さん一緒に頑張り撃ちましょうか。攻撃でした。落ち着いて。撃ちましょう。艦長信じて。落ち着いて。役に立ちましたか。失敗したらどうしよう。撃ちましょうか。落ち着く。このベロニカには夢。不運はどんなものかもうすぐは。艦長信じてる。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長闇をかき集めて。いい香りでしょ。撃ちます。
Actually, having giant ballista here actually is really good. But Jesus fucking Christ, that's a lot of
準備
damage.
できます。手伝います。撃ちましょうか。落ち着いて。はっ。撃ちましょうか。集中。失敗したらどうし。私の不運は艦長信じてるよ。いい香りでしょ。
お待ちください、艦長。これは
慎重に確認します。落ち着いて。コアルスキー卿、これでいいですよね。失敗したらどうしよう。
I think the middle guy will die to giant ballista. This is only a second fight out of 3.
艦長信じてるよ。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長信じてるよ。一番の苦痛を。いい香りでしょ。
No agony stacks either. This guy wasn't going to attack.
失敗したら。
That
元
first.
気が出ましたか。苦しみは深まるだけ。準備でき。力になってみせます。
So 2
役に
heals.
立ちましたか。失敗したらどうし
Dude
よ
should just die right now. So. Alright, boss time. 5k HP. So you can do. We have a lot of cards.
う。流
Just
れる水は
pop
止めら
this.
れません。元気が出ましたか。元気が出ましたか。不運はどんなものかもうすぐわかるよ。撃ちましょうか。
Shield.
落ち着いて。
Pop this.
集中。集中。失敗 敗したらどうしよう。準備できました。撃ちましょうか。落ち着いて。艦長信じてるよ。失敗し一番の苦痛を。行きましょう。艦長信じてる。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長信じて。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長信じてるよ。失敗して。いい香りでしょ。元気が出ましたか。撃ちましょうか。やあ。艦長信じてる。私の
Should have popped the morale card first.
失敗。艦長信じてる。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長信じ。闇をかき集めて。失敗して。いい香りでしょ。
Lots of agony stacks though, so that's good.
艦長準備できました。手伝います。落ち着いて。撃ちましょうか。落ち着いて。はっ、いい香りでしょ。
Ooh.
慎重に確認します。苦しみは深まる。集中。準備で力になってみせます。行きましょう。何か悪党みたいなセリフを思いつきません。
Yeah, all these hard mode missions really want me to or they make me want to build Selena ASAP. Cause like imagine if we had double passion DPS set up here.
バックアップします。
Like Jesus Christ, Selena and Veronica would absolutely wreck these things.
準備確認します。やあ、役に立ちました。気をつけて。皆さん気をつけて。
Also, Uma.
失敗。苦しみは深まるだけ。力になってみせます。撃ちましょうか。はっ、行きましょう。艦長信じてるよ。失敗。闇をかき集めて。いい香りでしょ。艦長、はっ、役に立ちましたか。落ち着いて。壊れスピーカー。これでいいで。集中。失敗したらどうしよう。優位に出んのか。もうすぐわかる。撃ちましょうか。艦長落ち着いて。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長信じてるよ。失敗。私の不運は艦長。皆さん一緒に頑張りましょう。
Could have played that a lot better. Should have used all my morale stacks first. I was gonna use it.
撃ちましょう。頭上に注意してください。落ち着いて。撃ちましょうか。集中。準備できます。力になってみせます。元気が出ましたか。手伝います。落ち着いて。失敗したらどうしよう。撃ちます。このベロニカには夢。いい香りでしょ。慎重に。落ち着いて。艦長信じてるよ。撃ちましょうか。失敗したらどうしよう。落ち着いて。艦長失敗したらどうしよう。艦長信じてるよ。失敗したらどうしよう。闇をかき集めて。
Probably should have just used a regular advanced deck. 準備できます。確認します。
打ちましょう。集中。艦長、信じてる。狩りの時間ですね。咲き誇れ。
Got your first triple SSR Nika. Hey, that's good.
打
Congrats.
ちましょうか。落ち着いて。失敗したらどうし。慎重。役に立ちましたか。艦長、闇をかき集めて。打ちましょうか。落ち着いて。打ちましょうか。落ち着いて。失敗したらどうしよう。打ちましょうか。艦長、いい香りでしょ。準備できました。手伝います。失敗したらどうし。私の不運は。艦長、落ち着いて。打ちましょうか。落ち壊れスピーカー。これでいいですよね。いい香りでしょ。失敗したらどうし。打ちましょうか。集中。元気が出ましたか。艦長、闇を苦しみは深ま。失敗して。不運にはどんなものかもうすぐ。艦長、信じてるよ。失敗。落ち着いて。艦長、信じてるよ。私の不運は失敗して。打ちましょうか。落ち着いて。行きましょう。打ちましょうか。落ち着いて。集中。艦長、失敗したら闇をかき集めて。艦長、
The fact that Tressa's getting so many goddamn, is generating so many goddamn, daggers is kind of fucking annoying, I'm gonna be honest.
艦長、準備できました。力になってみせます。打ちましょうか。壊れスピーカー。これでいいですよね。失敗したらどうしよ
お待ちください、艦長。
手伝います。
これは
艦長、失敗。苦しみは深ま。艦長、信じてる。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長、一番の苦痛を。準備できました。落ち着いて。打ちましょうか。失敗したらどうしよう。お守りが効いたのかな。よかった。
Neo, Bread Banner. Is she out now? Sure, I'll pull up Nikkei then. Wasn't able to get it done within 12 turns. Yeah, okay, then I'm gonna hold off on getting the rest of those done until I have Selena built. And these ones are recommended level 60s. I'll try this one just to see if I can get it done or not.
役に立ちました。力になってみ。元気が出ましたか。艦長、闇をかき集め。いい香りでしょ。準備で確認します。手伝います。苦しみは 深まる艦長信じてるよ。見事な攻撃でした。いいですよね。失敗したらどうしよう。撃ちましょうか。はっ、いい香りでしょ。艦長信じ、優位には出んないのか。役に立ちましたか。力になってみせます。行きましょう。
艦長、今回の攻撃は強力です。
Action arrow.
防御を固めないと危険です。
落ち着いて。艦長信じてるよ。終わらない苦しみの中で全部消えて。失敗したら一番の苦痛を。役に立ちましたか。艦長失敗したら私の不運は。艦長失敗したらどうしよう。いい香りでしょ。撃ちましょうか。
Okay, that one wasn't too
お
bad.
守りが効いたのかな。よかった。
Hey yo, Bubba, welcome back, man.
バックアップします。落ちせーの。準備完了。力になってみせ。私の不運は失敗したらどうしよう。いい香りでしょ。
We lost the BA of Sheen and Jimmy Neutron. I never really watched Jimmy Neutron, so I can't say I know who that is, but
今回
yeah,
の
that's
攻撃は
unfortunate.
強力です。防御を固めないと危険です。
もうすぐわかるよ。撃ちましょうか。集中。艦長集中。苦しみは深ま。役に立ちましたか。力になってみせます。いい香りでしょ。
Double kill. Voting contest in GFL2. So funny. So many 416 sims crashing out. Why? Isn't last I checked 416 was firmly in the lead. Well, what do they have to, freak out over?
落ち着いて。艦長一番の苦痛を闇をかき集めて。失敗したらどうしよう。いい香りでしょ。終わらない苦しみの中で全部消えて。艦長役に立ちました。力になってみせます。失敗。艦長失敗。艦長信じてる。失敗したらいい香りでしょ。準備で確認します。手伝います。闇をかき集め。お守りが効いたのかな。よかった。バックアップします。
Ah, this motherfucker.
行きましょう。撃ちましょうか。せーの、準備完了。落ち着いて。撃ちましょうか。頭上に注意してください。新役に立ちました。いい香りでしょ。落ち着いて撃ちましょう。はっ、力になってみせます。準備できました。失敗したらどうしよう。手伝います。いい香りでしょ。まあ、
さっきのはすごい攻撃でしたよね。
優位に出んのなんかもうすぐわかるよ。落ち着いて。艦長、闇をかき集めて失敗した。気をつけないと。撃ちましょうか。大怪我するかもしれません。集中。役に立ちました。元気が出ましたか。落ち着いて。失敗したらどうし。闇をかき集めて。艦長、いい香りでしょ。流れる水は止められません。元気が出ましたか。元気が出ましたか。失敗したら私の不運は艦長一番の苦痛を。お守りが効いたのかな。よかった。バックアップします。せーの、準備完了。行きましょう。撃ちましょうか。いい香りでしょ。準備できました。確認します。元気が出ましたか。手伝います。艦長、闇の力で。いい香りでしょ。見事な攻撃でした。
艦長、今回の攻撃は距離防御を固めないと危険です。
苦痛を。闇をかき集めて。艦長、失敗したらどうしよう。撃ちましょうか。頭上に注意してください。力になってみせます。
スティーブン、ウィリアム、お願いします。
落ち着いて。撃ちましょうか。艦長、苦しみは深まるだけ。落ち着いて。役に立ちます。このベロニカには夢があるんです。失敗したらどうし。艦長、信じてるよ。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長、闇をかき集めて。いい香りでしょ。失敗したらと。私の不運は鋭いんだよ。撃ちましょうか。艦長、いい香りでしょ。失敗した。終わらない苦しみの中に。
Hey, yo, Seven, welcome back. How you doing?
艦長、不運に出んのなんか。落ち着いて。行きましょう。お守りが効いたのかな。よかった。
Alright, they can get the girls can get the, what, chapter 6 done. Well, so far, anyway.
バックアップします。せーの、準備完了。撃ちます。情に注意してください。
Just chilling at work. Hey, that's what's good. Hopefully, work's
準備
been
できました。
alright for you.
力になってみせます。いい香りでしょ。失敗したら私の不運が村長。準備できました。手伝います。落ち着いて。慎重。撃ちますや。いい香りでしょ。準備できま確認します。元気が出ましたか。不運がどんなものかもうすぐわかる。役に立ちましたか。いい香りでしょ。失敗したらどうしよう。はっ、完璧です。落ち着いて。はっ、艦長、撃ちましょうか。はあ、集中、集中。いい香りでしょ。
Jesus fucking Christ.
流れる水は止められま
Hey,
せん。
student, welcome back.
準備でき元気が出ましたか。元気が出ましたか。はあ、失敗したらどうしよう。集中。苦しみは深まるだけ。力になってみせます。手伝います。艦長、信じてる。一番の苦痛を。失敗したらと闇をかき集めて。撃ちましょう。壊れスピーカー。これでいいですよね。いい香りでしょ。艦長、信じてる。元気が出ましたか。失敗したらどうしよう。不運がどんなものかもうすぐわかる。艦長、失敗したらと艦長。
Jesus, Tress is fucking destroying these fools.
よかった。バックアップします。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長。せーの、準備か。行きましょう。準備で役に立ちましたか。失敗したらと闇を。いい香りでしょ。
This game I'm playing looks really good. Gives a very Castlevania vibe. Kind of. This game's called Chaos Zero Nightmare, or CZN for short. I guess the vibe is kind of like Castlevania. It doesn't really play like Castlevania though. It's not like a side-scrolling like action game. It's a turn-based card game technically. If you've ever played Slay the Spire, it's very similar to that. But yeah, the aesthetics of the vibe is kind of similar. Though this game is more like cosmic horror. It's got like a cosmic horror theme going on though.
これで役に立てるの。役に立ちましたか。艦長、苦しみは深まるだけ。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長。失敗したらどうしよう。いい香りでしょ。完璧です。準備元気が出ましたか。艦長、 信じて失敗したらどうした。手伝います艦長。
Vibe you get is Slay the Spire or Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, I mean that's exactly what it is, Neos fan. It's pretty much, yeah. This game is basically you mix Slay the Spire with the and sprinkle a little bit of Darkest Dungeon in there and have a Korean studio make it, and this is what you get pretty much.
失敗したらどうしよう艦長。信じてる。優位にはどんなものか確認します。失敗したらどうしよう。一番の苦痛を。落ち着いて打ちましょうか。やあ、いい香りでしょ。
Let's pop Veronica's ult here, or not Veronica, Mika's ult here.
準備で元気が出ましたか。元気が出ましたか艦長。私の不運が失敗したらどうしよう。艦長、信じてダメよ。かき集めた。失敗した。落ち着はっ。お守りが効いたのかな。よかった。
Okay, that's actually all of chapter 6. Cool. How bad is chapter 7 though? Let's find out. Is Lucas a sub DPS? If yes, tell you the lineup makes Lucas worth it. I don't use Lucas myself, but I can look up if he's good or not. I'm sure he is. Basically any character in this game is good if you put enough resources into them. Mr. Lucas, I believe he's the red-haired dude, right? With the guns. Nobody on Pridwin's actually used who is it, Lucas yet? Oh, that's fun. Is Malin? Yes. What's your name? Punished Raccoon, if that's your name. I can't really read your name because you got like a dark purple name, and for some reason it's not showing up well on my dark mode. But no, Malin is the best character in the game apparently. I don't have her, so I wouldn't know. But from when you ask people which perma character should you pick from your special rescue thing, when you hit 300 pulls on standard, I think almost everyone says, oh, Malin. So yes, if you have her, I would imagine she's absolutely worth pulling. I don't know why she's very good. I think people in chat will tell you exactly that, or will tell you why. But all I can tell you is that Malin is top tier. So if you have her, then well, should be a no-brainer there. Hey, okay, Chaos. Exams done, free for the rest of the month. Hey, that's what's good. Hope you enjoy your holidays, my dude. Let's see. What does Pridwin say about Lucas anyway? Tell you the lineup. You want the lineup. According to Pridwin, I'm looking at a Lucas and then Luke. Lucas apparently has his two best teams are with either Mika Luke or Mika Renoa. Apparently, either way either way it looks like you always want to pair him with Mika. I would expect, because you know Mika's the best support in the game, I think, for now, the most ubiquitous at least. But always have Mika with Lucas, and then either plug in Luke, the hooded blue-haired dude, or Renoa. Either one of those two, apparently. If you're asking for like a team lineup, then yeah, go ahead. You can do that. Unfortunately, both Luke and Lucas. No, not Lucas. Lucas is a 4-star. Luke is a 5-star, so I don't know if you have him. And then Renoa is also a 5-star too, so that's also kind of unfortunate. But I think it's all right if you slot in a shielder in case you're having trouble. In case that team is having trouble with the survivability in like chaos runs or something. But Lucas's absolute best teams are, it seems like, either Luke or Renoa plus Mika. There's a 4-star with Max Manifest with Max Dupe better than 5-star characters. I don't know. I don't think I haven't played enough of this game to really say that for sure. Typically speaking, not really. Usually how the trend goes in these kinds of gacha games, like, because CZN is modeled after like the big 4 gacha games. In case you didn't, in case you couldn't tell that. So and in the other big 4 gacha games, even with the 4-star at C6. Or E6 or M6 or S6 or whatever. Usually the 5-stars at C0 are usually better than them anyway. Because those games really want you to use their 5-star characters. But considering the fact that CZN is different in the sense that any character it seems like can be good as long as you build them well and you play them well, and you play to however they've been built properly. I don't know, maybe. There is a real chance that Max Dupe 4-stars can legitimately be stronger than 5-stars. But at the same time, it's like any character in this game is good. So good as long as you build them right. So, at that point, like, does it matter? Does it matter if a 4-star with Max Dupes is better than a 5-star? If you ask me, at that point, I wouldn't really even worry about it. Just use whoever you want. Or you use whoever you need for, like, I don't know, maybe, for example, you need more, I don't know, I've noticed that there's a lot of, like, passion enemies. Passion and void enemies seem to be very, very common. Just going through, like, story progression and shit like that. So, like, it's more about, like, oh, do you have the characters who can counter class or counter element, right? Do you have enough void characters? Do you have enough passion characters or whatever? I think, honestly, that's more important. But like, if you're worried about the meta side of things, if you care more about the meta side of things, just you using Lucas in and of itself is kind of like, well, why are you using Lucas, right? But clearly it sounds like you want to use him, so why does meta even matter anymore? If you have a C6 or whatever the acronym it is that we're using here, if you have a C6 Lucas, and you want to use him, fuck it, use him. I'm sure it just you gotta build him right. Unfortunately, Pridwin doesn't seem to have a build for him. I wonder if other community members are making their own spreadsheets, like theory crafting decent builds for him or whatever. Because unfortunately, Pridwin doesn't have one for him. No one's been working on this so far, which is a shame. Pridwin's a fucking fraud. Ever since their GFL 2 debacle. Fucking frauds. Funny way to describe the new Warframe update. Going through memory space, World War I, helping a space Roman turned demon find redemption. If I didn't know what Warframe was, I would have thought you were describing another gacha game story to me. Ooh. Nice time to use this. Actually, I should use this card first for the extra morale. That way Veronica would have been able to do more damage. Found out meta is an abbreviation for most effective tactics available. Oh, I didn't know that either. I learned something today.
館長
Actually, kind of. Jesus, the Veronica fucking one-shot the entire.
よかった
Holy fuck.
バックアップします
Well, it's a good thing I have her on default giant ballista setup.
せーの準備から撃ちますやー落ち壊れ準備できましたこれで役に立ちましたかいい香りでしょ
See what's happening with the Genshin vs. World War on X on Twitter? Shit got you laughing. Not only that, man, but the fucking the fucking Wuwa cucks are just attacking everybody, not just Genshin. Not just the Hoyotards, man. Like I had somebody in my Twitch chat share with me a lot of tweets on through my Discord DMs. And it's all these screenshots he's taken of just random ass fucking Wuwa shills and Wuwa cucks, like fucking defending Wuwa and talking mad shit about not even just Genshin but other games too that were on the TGA lineup. Like it's one thing if they talk shit about Genshin, like yeah sure, you know, we've been here 1,000 times before, so yeah, that's kind of, you know, to be expected by now. But like they're even going after other games too. It's like what the fuck is their fucking problem, dude? You fucking shit. Are you fucking serious? Nah, man. Like, you see what I mean, Seven? All these fucking retards playing these stupid gacha games, thinking like they know shit about like video games in general, man. It's like, bro, we play gacha games. It's like, come on, man. It's not that fucking complicated, but you know, people just gotta have their fucking egos. Now you see what I mean when I say the gacha space is a fucking joke, or at least a big part of it.
館長力になってみせこのベロニカには夢があるんです役に立ちましたか
Like, are we fucking serious right now? I guess we are.
いい香りでしょ
Hey, Chaos, welcome back, man. Yeah, Rin, she's been super good, and your name is Putty Strike. Okay. Mainland is busted due to her uncapped hit count on one of her cards. One of her equips is +1 hit on card for each passion card used, and that's the uncap. I see. So you can basically just stack it up, infinitely, and she just kind of goes at it. She's the easiest character to use. Yeah. So if she's the easiest character to use, then yeah, that. Then yeah, I guess we have our answer right there.
準備元気が出ましたか
Your friend as a response said that he would like to buy one of my accounts. Remember told him buying accounts all the time. Yeah, I remember him. So asking himself whether to buy a Zenless account with exactly 1 starter, 5-star Yishu and Miyabi, etc. How low level or one that's progressed and only has gems on it, 20-30k gems, no characters. What's your opinion? Better for him? Which is better for him? I'll answer your first question. The first comment that you made, Chisa's husband. Most of my gacha accounts are not on sale. That being said, the one account that I might consider selling off is actually my FGO account. The problem is that the price I would charge for that account is so fucking high. I doubt he would ever pay that. So I might as well not even put up that FGO account for sale at all. Besides, he doesn't even. I'm sure he doesn't even play FGO, nor does he even know what that game is. So. But all my other accounts, no, they're not for sale. You know, I ain't gonna lie though. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, enough money will get me to change my mind. You know, I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid to say that. You know, I'm not gonna be so high and mighty to say, oh, you know, I'm never gonna sell my accounts. They're so precious to me. Like, any amount of money can change people, man, myself included. But it's just that the sheer amount of money I would charge to sell my accounts would be so goddamn high, it wouldn't be worth it for most people. So unless your friend is in the ballpark of buying a gacha account for literal tens of thousands of dollars, then no, my accounts are not for sale. So just want to get that out of the way. For your second comment of which account it would be better for him. Does he care? So the last time you talked to me about your friend sounds like he cares more about having a top tier account or like a very well invested account. He sounded like he's the kind of motherfucker who wants to pay for like a really super invested account, just so he can feel like he's baller at the game or whatever. Or like flex to his friends, hey, look at my account, man. Look how much shit I've got on it, or whatever. If that's what he cares about, my judgmental tendencies aside, my opinions of him aside, he should buy the account that has more investment on it, straight up. Because that sounds like what he cares more about. If he has the money to just throw around to buy accounts, then he's also got the money to just buy packs. So like him buying an account that has less leveled characters and more gems on it doesn't make sense to me. Because like, what's he gonna do? Fucking spend those gems and just ditch that account like a week later? Because he realized, oh wait, I actually have to level up my characters, but I don't want to fucking do that. No, he's better off fucking paying for an account that has better level characters on it, so that way he doesn't have to level it himself or pay somebody else to fucking level that account for him. Almost 100k? It has to be at least 100k. I know that's an unrealistic price to ask for my FGO account. Obviously, no one in their right fucking mind would ever pay that much. But, you know, technically speaking, that should be my FGO account should be worth way more than 100 fucking k, because that 100k only covers the amount of money that I've put into the game myself personally. If I even did spend 100k on the game, maybe I did at this point. But remember, that doesn't compensate me for all the time and the fucking grind that I put into that account too. So realistically, it should cost way more than that. But I know that no one's gonna fucking pay 6 digits for a fucking dog shit FGO account. Well, it's not dog shit, but you know what I mean. Like, no one in their right mind would spend that much money for a fucking gacha account. Not even that friend of not even Chisa's husband's friend or whatever. Have I been playing the game off stream? No, I just had the game running in the background. So I haven't actually been playing the game for 8 hours straight. Oh, excuse me. You also run Melee, go to DPS. Yeah, that's what it seems like. In this case, there's no set character to choose from, but players can choose whatever they like, right? Yeah, Master Key. It feels like It feels like to me personally, and I've had other people tell this to me too. So I think there's a degree of truth to this, or at least there's some degree of accuracy to the statement that I'm about to make. But this game, CZN, it feels like you can run any character you like, and they should work. Obviously there are elements in this game, like there are ways to exploit enemies' weaknesses. So naturally, in a game like that, you're much better off like leveling characters who can counter the right elements. But you know, it's not like a mechanic that you're forced to follow, unlike some gacha games out there. So yeah, you can just run whoever you like. Like obviously be on the lookout for, like, you know, really strong characters if you're the type to care about meta. But if you're just starting out, just use whoever looks cool or whatever. Just like experiment around, see who you like playing the best, because maybe there's some characters where, you know, maybe they're not the strongest characters ever, but maybe they got like a cool playstyle that you really dig and you really like. So so you never know.
失敗したら私の不運は艦長失敗した。準備で役に立ちましたか？いい香りでしょ。
Welcome to the family, son.
打ちましょうか？
Welcome to the family, son. This is just the first fight.
打ちましょう。艦長、闇をかき集め。いい香りでしょ。
That should kill him.
皆さん気をつけて。
Let's see, second fight. Let's see here. Actually use Mika's.
信じてる。流れる水は。
Probably Mika's ult. If we had Veronica's ult here, that'd be even better.
元気が出ましたか？元気が出ましたか？確認します。
Actually, I should have used that third card first. Now that I think about it.
失敗した苦しみは深まるだ。艦長、力になってみせます。落ち着いて。闇をかき集め。役に立ちました。集中。失敗したらどうしよう。一番の苦痛を。艦長、失敗した。艦長、信じてる。 私の不運は鋭く。艦長、信じてるよ。失敗した。艦長、お守りが効いたのかな。
You fucking hate that pop-up? Yeah, same here, man. Fucking annoying. Fuck. You wish you could sell an account for like 10k plus? That would solve so many problems. Yeah, realistically, no one's gonna be paying that much for a gacha account, no matter who it's from. Like, the only way I could see somebody getting away with that is like if you're like a very famous YouTuber or something, like a very famous content creator, like a super big one, and everyone loves you, and like you decide, like theoretically, like a super big content creator decides one day to like, oh, they feel like they're gonna sell their account to like one of their viewers or something, and you know their viewers start like a fucking bidding war to try to you know fight over who gets it, who gets to pay for it, and you know keep it as theirs. But under normal circumstances, like hell no, no one's gonna be paying that much, man. Hell no. So effectively, my accounts are not for sale.
バックアップします。
They bring shame to the gacha community, going at games outside of the realm. I mean, just their overall behavior, man. The fucking Hoyotards and the Wuwa Cucks. Both of them. Anybody who fucking talks shit about either other gacha games or just other video games in general. It's like, bruh, how fucking retarded are you? How many times did the fucking how many times were you dropped on the head as a kid when they pulled you out of your mom's fucking pussy? Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
打ちます。せーの。準備か。行きましょう。慎重。失敗したらと闇を力になってみせる。いい香りでしょ。
皆さん気をつけて。
準備で手伝います。艦長、信じ失敗した。艦長、役に立ちました。失敗。私の不運は艦長。いい香りでしょ。確認します。失敗したらと落ち着いて。艦長、 これで役に立てるなら失敗したらどうしよう。艦長、一番の苦痛を。見事な攻撃でした。いい香りでしょ。
How much did I pay for Techno's Arknight's account? Exactly 0. Why the fuck would I want his account when I already have one that's 1,000 times better?
準備で元気が出ましたか。艦長、信じてる。優位にはどんなものかもうすぐわかるよ。打ちましょうか。落ち着いて。
Do I want to pop Mika's skill now? No, I think I'll save it for next turn because I don't have that many cards left.
打ちましょうか。あれ、防げと。いい香りでしょ。
The problem is that Zenless counts are very expensive. Oh, really? Really? They're a bit more expensive than usual? I wonder why. Like an account with 3 limited accounts only is already $50? Huh, interesting. I wonder why Zenless accounts are more expensive. That's pretty interesting, actually. I ain't gonna lie.
落ち着いて。流れる水は止められません。
Well, for Genshin, you get a lot more of the same money. What is the reason? My guess would be that Genshin's been out for a lot longer. I'm not an economist, so I can't. I'm not going to say, oh, I know exactly what's going on there. My guess is that because Genshin's been out for a lot longer, that means that people have had more time to like build up accounts. So on average, there's a lot more like good Genshin accounts that are available for purchase, right? If people want to buy one, there are a lot more out there because Genshin's been out for like 5 years, going on 6 years already, right? 5 years as of right now, and that's way longer. Like remember, Genshin's been out for like 5 years, and every other gacha game out there, every other big gacha game out there has only been out for not even 2, right? Even Wuwa has well, Star Rail's been out for more than 2, but even then, that like Star Rail's like is still only half the age of Genshin. Like Genshin had, you have to understand, Genshin had such a huge jump on every other gacha game out there, man. Like it just blindsided everybody, right? Like all the other big gacha devs out there, it just completely fucking blindsided them. They had such a huge jump on everyone else, so. Yeah, I would imagine that's the case because Genshin's been out for so long that people have had just a lot more time to build up, decent accounts, right? If they were doing it either on purpose for the express purpose of like selling them off to somebody in the future, or just because somebody used to play Genshin a lot, but kind of got burnt out on it, and they don't really feel like playing the game anymore, and they're not going to have any use for their Genshin account anymore. Decide to like just put it up for sale, see if anybody wants to buy it or whatever. Yeah, there's just a lot more accounts out there like that. So supply and demand, that sort of thing. If you got a lot of supply, then naturally that brings prices down. I think that's economics 101. Whereas in Zenless, right? Zenless has barely been out for a year. Yeah, barely been out for a year. A year and a half maybe at this point. Yeah, year and a half. So that's like very, very young, even compared to Genshin, right? So that people just haven't had enough time, or not nearly as enough time, to build up accounts. Even if you spend a lot of money on like building up an account, time is still very important. Especially because refreshing stamina with gems in a game, in one of these big games, big gacha games, that not only does that cost you extra gems, but you can only do it like 6 times a day, maybe 8 times if you play WoWa. So there's only so much progress that you can make, right? Your progress is like artificially capped, even then. So not enough time, and like that, and people aren't. Generally speaking, I would imagine not as many people are really thinking about like building up accounts for the express purpose of like selling them off later too. So yeah, the supply just isn't as high. So obviously lower supply means the prices will be higher. Again, I'm not an economist, but that's just my guess.
うちも集中闇をかき集力になってみせ役に立ちましたか落ち通常に注意してください
Not financial advice. Oh, that definitely wasn't financial advice. That's, I can tell you that much.
失敗したらどうしよう艦長あいい香りでしょ
I can definitely tell you that much.
皆さん一緒に頑張りましょう打ちましょうか集中失敗したらどうしよう一番の苦痛を艦長苦しみは深まるだけ失敗しいい香りでしょ艦長不運にはどんなものかお守りが
Late to the altar tomorrow. Oh yeah, new patch for Arknight soon.
バックアップします
Yo, EX, welcome back. People can't seem to just enjoy games nowadays. Yeah, well, that's just social media for you, I guess. Retards always gotta feel like they got a good point to make, when in reality they're just being fucking retarded.
慎重に準備できた力になってみせいい香りでしょ
Can't wait for the next Willow banner. Yeah, it should be here today, right? Yeah, the banner should be rotating over today, I think. So yeah, if you're looking forward to pulling on either the Cantarella or Frolova banners, then yeah, yeah, that to look forward to later today, I think.
役に立ちましたか艦長不運にはどんなものか闇をかき集めて艦長失敗したらどうしようはっいい香りでしょ艦長一番の苦痛を慎重に失敗したらどうしよう艦長力になってみせます失敗した狩りの時間ですね咲き誇れ
Your friend's more of a meta player who wants all the meta characters, in his own words, ready to stomp endgame. Yeah, then that sounds to me like he's specifically looking for an account that already has characters all leveled up and all geared out and ready to go. Yeah, so he shouldn't be looking for like the low investment but high gem count accounts, because again, he's gonna have to do all that work himself. So at that point, why bother? Just buy an account. He should buy an account where like all the characters on it. Not only does that account already have like a lot of the meta characters, but also characters that are already like good to go and ready to play endgame. Yeah.
艦長信じてるよ失敗したら艦長苦しみは深まる手伝いますいい香りでしょ手伝います闇をかき集めいい香りでしょお守りが効いたのかなよかった
Damn, it's already 3 o'clock. Jesus.
Back up します
Another friend of yours, if somebody offered 10k for my Zenless account, would I sell and start over? Technically speaking, that wouldn't be a bad deal at all. Yeah, that would not be a bad deal at all. If I didn't like Zenless as much as I do, I think I would accept that offer. The problem is I actually do like Zenless a lot. So I really don't know if I would accept that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, 10K for my Zenless account is a very good offer, actually. Probably the best offer I'll ever get. But if I didn't enjoy Zenless as much as I did, yeah, I would take the offer. I think, you know, after like thinking about it a bit, I think I would take that offer. But I actually, like I said, I do like Zenless. I like it a lot. It's one of the best. It's one of the better gachas I play. Matter of fact, on my tier list earlier this year, I ranked it as number 2. So unfortunately, I guess for me specifically, I would decline that. I would decline that offer. It's not quite enough. I think for me to give up my Zenless account and sell it off to somebody, minimum I would have to look at 20K. Because that's how much I like the game. And if you're gonna ask me to part ways with my account that I built up on the game, then I'm gonna have to ask for a lot more. And obviously, I don't expect anybody to pay that amount, obviously. So effectively, again, my Zenless account is not for sale. I think 20K would be worth my while, but not quite 10K. Oh, again, if I didn't really give a shit about Zenless, or if it weren't a game that I held in such high regard, then yeah, I think 10K would be good enough. But
艦長信じてる私の不運は艦長信じてる役に立ちましたか
but I guess I'm gonna be pretty stubborn. Hey, yo, Nahum, she has 20K. I've checked your bank account. Jeez, I wish.
今回の攻撃は強力です。防御を固めないと危険です。
撃ちましょうか
Like, Jesus, I fucking wish.
失敗したらどうし
Excuse me.
いい香りでしょ
You wish you... Yeah, I think I read your that commentary, but yeah. I think you wish you could sell an account for 10K, yeah. Realistically, you know, you're never going to be able to sell a gacha account for that much. Even if you're like a big streamer or whatever. Most likely not, anyway.
艦長闇の力で役に立ちましたか失敗したらどうしよう艦長
You want to see if you can get Furlova and her weapon? Okay. Best of luck, man. But yeah, their banner, the Wuwa banner should rotate in tonight, I believe. Or yeah, today, I believe. So not much longer to wait.
失敗準備で確認します
スティーブン、ウィリアム、お願いします。
落ち着いてうちも頭上に注意してください
Most people are gonna spend on it. It's like 15K. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've never really dabbled in like the gacha account like selling like the gacha account market ever, because I've never really been. I've like played around with the idea of selling off my gacha accounts just to make ends meet, but I've never really taken it that seriously. So, obviously, you know. I most likely have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, and that's fine.
準備できました手伝います一番の苦痛を失敗したらどうしよう落ち着いはっいい香りでしょ
Oh, you're another friend of yours has a big scar. That's annoying him. Being able to not call himself his launch Zenless player, star on Burmese banner. Oh, he's annoyed by the fact that he didn't play Zenless from the start. but he does play it regularly now. Is that elitism? No, not based off what you told me. No, like I get it, right? I think I get where he's coming from. It's like, you know, oh, it turns out he really enjoys Zenless, but maybe when it first came out, he didn't really, you know, give it a chance because, I don't know, maybe just didn't know about it at the time, or maybe he did know about it, but he was like, oh, I don't really want to play another gacha game or whatever, right? Whatever the reason may be. There are plenty of reasons why people, you know, don't start a gacha when it first comes out. That alone is not elitism. Like if somebody picks up a gacha game like after it comes out, like sometime after it comes out, they realize, oh my god, like I really love this game, and they play it religiously from that point forward, and they're like, oh, you know, I wish I could have like started it, like if I had known how much I enjoyed this game, I wish I could have started it from the very beginning, blah blah blah. That alone isn't elitism. That's just your friend being like being a bit regretful, I guess. That just sounds like somebody just has, it just feels bad they didn't play from the very beginning. Like, that alone is not elitism. My advice to your friend, if you want to pass this on to him, is that he shouldn't beat himself up over like not having played from the beginning of the game. Like, you can start. I always tell people this whenever people ask me, oh, is now a good time to start playing a gacha game? You can pick up any gacha game like anytime you want, man. Like, I always tell people, the absolute best time to pick up a gacha game is like when the server first launches, right? Because that's when it first comes out, and you know that you get to start the game with everyone else, right? And you have the most, you know, it's not really a head start, but like, you know, you have, if you play a game from the very beginning, that means that you're able to play all the content. You have the most amount of time to invest into characters after a period of time, obviously. But the next best time is right fucking now. Like, right now. Like, as long as you know a gacha game isn't in danger of EOS or hasn't already announced its EOS or something, then, like, barring that, there's no reason why you shouldn't play a gacha game if you yourself want to give it a shot. Even if it's just because, oh, you're just curious and you don't really, even if you don't really plan on playing that gacha long term, like, but you're at least curious enough to try it. You should always try immediately, or at least as soon as possible, as soon as you got time. Whenever you can find or make time for it. So no, your friend isn't being elitist just off that. I define elitism as, no, I define it a bit differently than that. So no, he's not being elitist, and he definitely shouldn't beat himself up over. They definitely shouldn't beat themselves up over, like, oh, they didn't play from the start, like I said. Like, for example, you know, one of the gacha games I play is Arknights, and I think Arknights is the single best gacha game you can play. I wasn't a day one player. I knew about it when it first came out. I just didn't feel like playing it at the beginning. I only started playing Arknights like a half a year in, right? Because Arknights global server came out in January of 2020. I didn't start playing it until July of that same year. So obviously there's like a half year difference between when I started playing and when the server came out. So obviously there was that initial 6-month gap where I wasn't playing Arknights, and therefore I missed out on whatever, all the content that happened during then. Do I beat myself over it because I missed out on all the content? No. Why? Why should I beat myself up over that? What's the fucking point? Like, maybe you do like, it's fine, I think, to let that like effect like bother you for a little bit, but after a while it shouldn't bother you anymore. Like, I don't know how long. Well, you told me already. You said your friend's been playing since, like, what, Bernice first came out. Like, Bernice came out like a year ago. Like, he should not feel bad. He shouldn't feel bad anymore just because, oh, like, you know, oh, I didn't start the game right when it came out. Like, why? Well, what's the point? The important thing is that he's playing now. So no, you should tell your friend just, you know, just chill out. Just don't focus on that.
艦長闇を
His time is better spent focusing on enjoying the fucking game. What's important is he's playing now and that he likes it.
いい香りでしょ
That's a lot of fucking damage. What the fuck is your problem, bitch?
艦長私の封印はするあ
ちょっと危険すぎじゃないかしら。
失敗慎重役に立ちましたかいい香りでしょ
Bitch.
お守りが効いたのかなよかった
Still thinking about whether or not to pull Chisa's weapon. I wonder how much stronger it is over her other options now that you mention it. Let's see, how much better is it than what's the actually no, hold up. Do we have a what is the permanent the perma 5-star claymore? Or the broadsword, I think it's called. Oh, lustrous razor, whatever this shit is. Let's see. It's still valued at 81.9%. So, I think Chisa. I guess she'll be okay. If you can get her lustrous razor, I guess technically that wouldn't be too bad. Maybe, hopefully, our new standard weapon set, a 5-star standard weapon set, gives her a broadsword that's better. But if you can at least get her lustrous razor, I think she'll be fine. Probably, anyway.
艦長承認を待っている政策がありますご検討お願いしますすべての案件
Using Jinshi's weapon for now. Actually, I'm pretty sure she can use Jinshi's weapon just fine. What was Jinshi's weapon again? I think it was Ages of Harvest. Was that what it was? If Jinshi's signature is Ages of Harvest, then it's actually her third best, according to Pridwin at least, so... Then actually, yeah, she should be fine with that. Unless you plan to give it back to Jinshi at some point, in which case... Yeah, might need to look for another one. After selling, would I start Zenless over or equip her good? I respect Zenless. I like Zenless too much to just to just completely quit on it. I would start over. I like Zenless as a game too much for me to just, you know, quit the game after, you know, hypothetically selling off my main account for it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's gonna fucking suck having to start from 0 again, but hey, that 20k is gonna take me a long way, I can tell you that much. He feels inferior to launch players. Yeah, no, that's not a healthy mindset to have. Like, if he just says that as a joke, then obviously, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Well, if he knows that it's not that big of a deal, then yeah, that's one thing. But like, if he sounds like he regularly fucking bitches about that, and if it's clear that yeah, like he's bothered by that a lot, nah, man. You gotta tell him that That ain't a healthy way to play a gacha. Because here's the thing, that feeling will never be resolved, right? If he doesn't learn to let that shit go, that means he will have that feeling of inferiority for basically for as long as he plays Zenless. And like, I don't know, like, to me, like, obviously, to me, someone like me, I don't understand why anyone would feel that way. But, you know, clearly that's what he cares about, assuming that he unironically does, right? And so those sorts of feelings can definitely bog you down in terms of your enjoyment in Zenless, and like, obviously, and it could, I'm not saying it will, but it could get to the point where he's like, fuck it, man, I don't want to play Zenless anymore because I know I'll never be as good as the fucking, you know, the day one players. And, you know, if he actually lets himself quit the game over those kinds of feelings, then he, like, that's kind of a shame, you know? And like, for what reason? It's a completely illogical feeling to have, at least, you know, if you were to ask me. Like, what benefit do you get out of feeling like, oh, you're not as good as the day one players? Like, excuse me? What exactly does he think he's missing out on that makes him feel like that? Like, if it's about characters, then shit, man. You like characters come back on Raid Up all the time, right? You know, Hoyo makes sure to give their characters reruns. I mean, I'm sure there are some characters that, you know, don't get rerun as much as others, but, you know, eventually they all come back. It's just, you know, it's just a matter of time rather than if or when, or if rather than if. So if it's like, if he's bothered by the fact that he, like, doesn't have any characters, then like, I don't know about all that. Like, I don't know. Does he care about like certain collectibles? Like, I know that there was this one time and there was that one thing in Genshin where people were pissed off that, oh, we had an event that gave out a name card, but you couldn't get the name card if your account wasn't like stacked enough or whatever. I know some people are bothered by that. I don't know. Maybe your friends like that too, where it's like, oh, he feels like he feels FOMO, right? Because he missed out on like some exclusive like fucking name card or title card in Zenless that you can't get anymore. It's like, bro, those are just cosmetics. Why the fuck like, most people don't give a shit about that. I mean, they say they do, but realistically, do they? My guess will be fucking no. They might care about it now, but, you know, in like a week or two, there will be another drama that'll fucking, you know, take up their attention. That'll take up their fucking, you know, tiny ass fucking, you know, attention spans. And they're gonna completely forget about the fucking name card a month from now, and then they'll just go off because they're too busy bitching about something else. What's good, man? Hey, Naomichi. I think I said hi to you already, but... Jesus, my gold ship run here is fucking dog shit, bro. She hasn't gotten to first place at all. Oh, it's gold ship, so of course. Why the fuck am I surprised? You see Genshin Twitter accounts that made, like 50 or so accounts to vote for the VA category. I didn't know about that, but that's not exactly surprising. Like, people do all sorts of fucking shit for these sorts of, like, popularity contests, man. That's why popularity contests like these, I never really, you know, I never really respect. Because, you know, people will do some shit just to give their preferred game the advantage, you know? It's either that, or, like, there will be some string pulling in the background where, like, you know, the final decision for who wins these popularity contest awards are omega influenced by, you know, special interest groups, whoever they may be. So, me personally, I never give a shit about these sorts of fucking popularity contests. That's all they are to me. She's kind of in retirement for you. Yeah, to be fair, not a lot of I don't. There's not a lot of reason to use Jinshi these days. I still use her from time to time in Whimpering Waste. She's pretty fun there. But you know, obviously that's just me. Excuse me.
散歩してたら突然振り
Let's see, battle missions. Oh yeah, right, the hard modes. I will hold off on these until later. Ooh, we're one standard pull away from another full standard multi.
重機の手入れは繊細。
お気遣いありがとうございます。
重機の手入れは繊細に。
What is order damage?
まったくもう、またうちの力が必要。バックアップします。
Done with work, so you're heading out. Gotta lock in and do your rule grind. Try to get Chisa's weapon last minute. What she like? All right, take care, Crazy Wolf. And yeah, good luck on your endeavors, your Chisa weapon pull. Hopefully you get it. Hope for the best.
さっきのはすごい攻撃でしたよね。
集中、役に立ちましたか？打ちましょうかな、ベロニカには。
Can I explain to you what vertical and horizontal investing is? Yeah, of course. Vertical investment is when people say vertical investment, they're referring to how you pour resources or spend a lot of resources on just one character. Hence, vertical, right? If you were to plot it out on like a graph, I don't know if you're like good at math or something like that. If you're not, then that's fine. But vertical basically means you invest a lot of resources into like one or like a couple of characters. Whereas horizontal is the opposite, where you invest a lot of resources and you spread out your resources over like a larger, like a bigger pool of characters, right? That's what they mean by horizontal and, or sorry, vertical and horizontal investment. Vertical is you focus on one or two or like a few characters. Horizontal is, oh, you're looking at leveling up a lot of characters at once, but like not so much individually. That's what they mean. Traditionally, the big gacha games like WoWa, Genshin, Star Rail, traditionally, at least in the beginning, they focus a lot more on vertical investment. But the more you play and the more time has gone on, they started to put more emphasis on both horizontal and vertical investment. Traditionally, I can tell you that gacha games have always been before Genshin came out, so before 2020, gacha games have put slightly more emphasis on horizontal investment. Just, I think, in my opinion, traditionally speaking. So when Genshin came out, that kind of flipped the whole investment meta on its head. Where in games like Genshin, you care more about, at least in the beginning, you care more about vertical, or you just you focus on building up just 2 teams of 4 characters each, and make sure that everyone in those teams are decently geared. You can give you supports, like you don't have to focus so much on support characters because typically speaking, support characters in the gacha games don't need as much investment to be good or to do their job, whereas DPSs, unless like the weird version of DPS like a super break character in Star Rail or something like that, or what like animo characters, a lot of animo characters in Genshin where crits don't really benefit them because swirl reactions don't crit unless you're C6 fucking what was the name of that animo, the recent animo girl who's permanent, who was our most recent permanent character? Yume something. Unless you have C6 of her, swirl reactions don't crit, so most animo characters don't care about crit stats. But yeah, you want to give your support characters like decent enough gear. You let them get their job done. Let them do their job properly, and then you focus the majority of resources on like getting as much value out of your DPS characters instead. That's how most big gacha games have been, at least for the first couple of years of their life cycles. But even they have slowly been putting more emphasis on like, oh, we want you to level up more characters, right? We want you to use more teams and stuff like that. So that's what they mean. Oh yeah, Mizuki. Yeah, sorry. Where did I get Yumemi from? But yeah, that's all they need. What's good? Hey, Parpler. Sorry for not getting to your comment earlier. Was answering a lot of other comments in chat. Did you see there's some new Box 2 drama with the Wu Wan Hoya community? Oh boy, what kind of shit did he get into? Usually Box 2, I don't know Box 2 very well. I'm just gonna say that much. Like, I'm pretty neutral towards him. All I know is that he is a gacha CC, and I think he mains Star Rail mainly? Or he plays Star Rail mostly, I think. He might play other gacha games. But I've never really heard of him getting into drama. Maybe I just haven't heard enough about the guy. But what's he gotten into, what's he gotten himself into here? Because as far as I'm aware, he's not usually one to get into drama, I don't think. Maybe it's the feeling that he'll never catch up to day one players. No, that's not true, Chisa's husband. No, that's not true. Like, he shouldn't even think of it as like, oh, he's gotta catch up to like day one players. It's not like especially with when he joined, like Bernice was only what, a couple months after the game first came out. So like I don't quite understand why he feels the need to like catch up to day one players. That's a bit strange. I don't know why he feels that way. Like, why does he feel like he needs to catch up to day one players? It's not like he you know started playing the game like months afterwards. Only 3 months. Like, maybe if he started like earlier this year, like maybe if he started Zenless during first anniversary, then yeah, I guess I can understand that. But no, he started not too long after the game came out. So like, what does he mean? What does he mean by, oh, he can't catch up to the day one players? Like, what does he mean by that? Like, as long as if he cares about endgame stuff, as long as he can do you know, threshold simulation. Well, threshold simulation might be challenging, so I won't count that for now, especially because we just got it like a patch ago. But assuming that he can get Shiyu defense done, assuming that he can get Deadass done, if he can clear Shiyu and Deadass just fine, like, what is, like, honest to God, what the fuck does he have to worry about? Like, excuse me? Well, what do you mean? What do you mean they fucking, you know, feel like they can't catch up to day one players? If you can finish Shiyu defense, if you can fucking full clear Shiyu defense and full clear Deadass, or hell, not even full clear, just get 6 out of 9 stars. That's all you really care about. Like that's his proof that he's caught up. What more does he want? At least that's how I see it, right? If you're like a latecomer to Zenless or any of these bigger gacha games with like these established endgame modes, if you can full clear an endgame mode, whether it's Spiral Abyss or Theater, or any of Genshin's endgame modes, or any of Star Rail's endgame modes, or any of Wuwo's, or any of Zen, if you can full clear those, even if you're a latecomer, bro, all right, you're caught up. Well, what else is there to worry about, dude? I don't know. I don't get it. Again, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you want to push your friend to you know. I don't know if you want to annoy your friend about like what he means by that, but I don't know. Maybe you can like pass that on to him or something. Can I level up Celine? Yes. trying to catch up to people in a PvE game is less than futility. Well, not even that, man. I think you can. I did it when I played Arknights. When I started playing Arknights, I was 6 months behind when I picked it up, and you know, within a month I already had a better account than Tectone did. So no, I think people can catch up. And even if they physically can, it's like, well, as long as you can get endgame modes done, like at that point, what does it fucking matter? It doesn't. Will Ye Xingguang skin be free? That I don't know. Typically, Void Hunter skins are not free. Yishuan's skin was definitely not free back when we got it. Back when we got that one. So I don't know if it will be. My guess is that it's not going to. We'll see. Low bar, to be fair. Yeah, I know. Not like Tectone's exactly a pristine example of gacha faithfulness. So yeah, good point. You're right. Not exactly a high bar. Am I watching Game Awards? Yeah, Mid-Piece fan. I will. Matter of fact, Mid-Piece, I'm actually going to take tomorrow off from my usual food delivery side hustle in order to just watch it. And I'll probably just be streaming it alongside then, because alongside it, not like restreaming it. Just I'll just be grinding gacha games, and I'll have like a Game Awards stream on like a side monitor or something. But yeah, I'm actually going to take tomorrow off. So if you want to stop by tomorrow, I'll probably be streaming all day tomorrow too. So. Or, I'll do like a longer stream like I did on Monday. So, yeah. Yes, I will be watching TGA. I'm not going to be watching it for like the actual awards. I care more about like the all the announcements, like all the video game announcements that the TGA will have. I don't give a shit about the fucking award shit. Like, I really don't give a fuck. Another 24-hour stream. I wish I could do a 24-hour stream. I fucking wish. I don't even give a shit if I fall asleep. Fall asleep during a 24-hour, man. Poggies. Another 24 hours. Oh god, there's a lot of people asking me shit in YouTube chat. Let's see, what's good to... Okay, I read that. I read Parpler's thingy. Don't worry about it. He was just talking about WoW community and be obnoxious something compared to abusing animals and assassin. What the hell? that took a jump. What the hell? But then he compared it to abusing animals and assassin. Okay, that's a bit too far. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Box is going on about there, or Box 2 is going about there. He's definitely right to bitch about the Wuwa cucks, or at least the annoying little fucking rats, being obnoxious. But yeah, I don't know, like I don't even I wouldn't go that far. Like, I'll just resort to fucking insulting the rats, and that's pretty much it. But I don't know, man. Abusing animals and assassination? Yeah, nah, that ain't it. Yeah, I think that's a bit too much. You shouldn't have. If he did in fact go that far, yeah, it's like sorry, but he shouldn't have gone that far. Like, like I get the rats can make some questionable analogies too, but yeah, it's. Like, I fucking shit on the rats all the time, but even I wouldn't go that far, yeah. Or at least, I try not to. Not too clear on the situation either. Okay, yeah, but no, don't worry about it. But yeah, assuming what you said is true, then yeah, maybe Box 2 did go a bit too far with that. But yeah. Just a bystander, so I don't know what's going on either. 1%? 8. Let's see, blah blah blah. Maybe it's me. Oh, I think I read that already. Hey Arkanabi, welcome back. How's it going? What's your take on gachas who do collabs and never rerun characters, therefore people get in the game after the collab can never get this kid? Yeah, so gacha collabs are always kind of touchy. Because, yeah, a lot of gacha games out there, not all of them, but a lot of gacha games that do collabs, they never rerun those collabs. That's why whenever a gacha game has a collab, a collaboration event of some kind, those events are usually some of the most important ones, simply because of the fact that we don't know if they're ever going to rerun. The reason, in case you're curious as to the reason why, remember, collabs are when two different games or two different IPs, like, you know, share like the same content in one of their games, right? So if you want to do a collab rerun, not only like, it's not just like for example, I don't know what's an example of a collab here. Let's take Star Rail for example, right? Star Rail has the UBW collab still going on even after all this time, which is kind of odd. But it's definitely like an outlier in terms of how gacha collabs are handled. But let's say for the moment that, oh yeah, eventually like the Star Rail collab in Star Rail like goes away, right? Because it's not going to be there forever. At least, you know, I don't think so. So one day, I assume there will come a day when you can no longer pull for Saber or Archer on gacha anymore, right? And so once they're gone, it's like, oh, you know, sorry, you can't pull them anymore. And who knows if they'll ever come back. Because it's not a matter of, oh, Star Rail, like Hoyo wants to bring that Star Rail collab, so they're just gonna do it. No, it doesn't work like that, right? Obviously, if they want to do a collab, if a gacha dev wants to do like a rerun collab, they have to get permission from the other company first, right? Because obviously, if they just do a gacha collab without the other company's permission, that's a potential lawsuit right there, you know? Because they're using someone else's property without their permission. Not to mention, they could make money off of it too, and that's another whole can of worms too. So, gacha collabs are oftentimes very hard to do, or specifically reruns are oftentimes very hard to do because both companies need to consent to doing the collab again, like rerunning the collab. And if for whatever reason the other company, right, the other company just says no, then sorry, you don't have a collab rerun. It's not gonna happen. So anyways, now that I said that, now that I've elaborated on that, back to your original question. It's like, yeah, it sucks. But there's not really much you can do about that. That's just the nature of collab events. Yeah, you must treat, unless the devs like just come out and say like, hey, don't worry guys, we will rerun this collab in the future. Unless they say something like that, which is definitely not what happens all the time. Very rarely does that ever happen, if ever. You have to treat collabs as a one and done thing. You have to get in on it before it expires. Like that is the most cruel form of FOMO that a gacha game can do, is a collab, because you quite literally do not know if they will ever rerun it ever again. That's just the nature of it. You just gotta deal with it. Like, I wish it were better than that. That's why, ironically, or maybe ironically is the wrong word to use here. That's why, funnily enough, whenever you see games do like collabs with their own IPs, like that one time Hoyo threw in Genshin characters into Honkai Impact, for example, or Nikkei did a Stellar Blade collab, right? Those collabs usually are more safe, or are safer-ish, because at the very least, the collab, the two IPs be collabing together, they're from the same developer, like they're from the same studio. So technically speaking, there should be no like barrier to like them rerunning the collab. It's just literally just, oh, do they feel like doing it again or not? But even then, obviously, that can be kind of tricky too, because, you know, what if they never feel like doing it again? It's completely arbitrary. So yeah, like, it sucks. I wish I wish collabs were handled better, but that's what you gotta understand about them. Sometimes some collabs will just literally never come back. And you just gotta hold that, and you just gotta hold that L. I guess the one thing that players can do, like, if somebody gets into a gacha game, they realize, oh, wait a minute, hold up, like, this gacha did a collab with another game that I really like, but, you know, they missed out on it, and there's no way for them to, you know, get those characters ever again, the collab characters. The one thing that they can do is, since we talked about buying gacha accounts before, earlier in the stream, the one thing they can do is to buy an older gacha account for that game that has the collab characters. That's all they can do, really. I think that's quite literally their only option. So if they're okay with buying a gacha account that has the collab characters on them, right? As long as they don't have any, you know, moral problems against that, or any ethical problems against that, that's certainly an option. And I think that's the only option that they have at that point. But yeah, no, gacha collabs are they're very much so a crapshoot in terms of like, oh, will they ever come back? Who the fuck knows? Nikke, it's nearly impossible because of the high level cap, but Big 4 you don't know. I mean, even in Nikke, it's like yeah, sure. Obviously, it's gonna take you a long ass time to catch up to other players, but like, Nikke is a slow burn gacha anyway, just in terms of progress. The only way you can catch up to other people is quite literally to spend money. So at that point, it's like, do you want to spend money, and a lot of it too, just to catch up to other players? I don't think so. Just like the whole idea of catching up to other players is such fucking beta soy behavior, though. I ain't gonna fucking lie. Like, I know this is rich coming out of a fucking gacha player, but like caring about catching up to other players, like, come on, man. Just enjoy the gacha game, bro. It ain't that complicated. Not quite enough. He did, for example, reroll in CZN, got his desired character on day 2 post-launch. Now he feels like he can't call himself a launch player because he got... Oh, that's it. Yeah, no, that friend of yours, Chisa's husband, that dude fucking obsesses way too fucking much over that, man. Yeah, no, he's got a fucking problem. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if you want to clip this part of the stream, clip this part of my stream, and like you want to send it to him or something like that, or like write down the timestamp of the stream right now. But like, bro, like, either you can clip my shit and just fucking send it to him, tell him to watch it, and have him listen to me tell him all the shit that I'm saying here, that I'm telling you, or like you can tell him yourself, whatever. Bro, he's got a fucking problem. He should not be thinking like that, man. Like, if even like that, he lets that shit bother him. Like, bro, he has an excuse. He was re-rolling. Right? People re-roll for accounts all the goddamn time. Like, I wouldn't do it, but I don't have a problem with other people re-rolling accounts, right? I get it, right? You want to start with the best, you want to start with the best possible account that you can, right? And if you can do it for free, then even better. People re-roll gacha accounts all the fucking time. And shit, man, he's one of the luckier ones if he got if he got an account that if he was able to reroll an account that he feels comfortable with only a day in. I've seen people fucking reroll accounts for other gacha games out there for literal weeks, just trying to get the best shit possible. So if he got something that he likes within a day, why is he saying he's not a... Why is he obsessing over the fact he's not a day 1 player? Who the fuck cares? He just gotta tell people, if people ask him, like, if for some reason people ask him, oh, when did you start playing CZN? You can just tell him, like, oh yeah, I started day 1, but I took a day to reroll. Like, people get it, man. People, like, no one's gonna give him shit because, oh, you're not a day 1 player, you spent the first day re-rolling, so, fucking suck my dick. It's like, no one's gonna think like that. And if they do, then, like, he shouldn't be talking to those people in the first place. Like, bro, your friend has a fucking problem there, dude. Tell him to fucking just keep playing the game, man. What's he doing? Let himself fucking get bothered by that. That he was being... Yeah, no, he's... no, I agree with you, Cheese. He's absolutely being fucking nitpicky. Again, no one gives a shit. Like, if he really cares about, oh, I want people to know that I'm a day 1 player, all he has to do is just tell people that, oh yeah, I started playing day 1, but I took a day to reroll. Again, no one's gonna fucking judge him for that. People be like, oh yeah, okay, you're a day 1 player then. Like, excuse me? Why is he so bothered by that? Is he a launch player or not? Situation is what he's asking. Better question, does that fucking matter? He played when the game came out. That's all that matters. Like, saying that you're a day 1 player is just a flex, dude. It's just like a pride thing. You know, I can sit here and tell people, oh yeah, I'm a day one Star Rail player. Do people give a fuck? No. I certainly don't give a fuck. I'll just say it just to flex, but do I really unironically care that I started playing Star Rail day one? No. The more important part is I've been playing it every single fucking day since it came out. You don't get it either. He already has almost every character in Zenless. And you started playing Zenless a couple days ago. You're loving it so far. Yeah, and you're not bothered by the fact that, oh, you didn't start playing day one. The most important things are that you are enjoying the game, and the most important thing is you're enjoying yourself playing the game, at least for now. This whole behind day one shit is nonsense. Like, who are you catching up to? I guess that friend of his is worried that he's trying to catch up to like day one players, but like, bro, like I'm gonna like I don't know how many gacha games he's played. I'm gonna assume not a lot, but like if he truly cares about that, then like that means that he's going to compare himself to like all the fucking hardcore day oneers. And believe me when I say this, if you are comparing yourself to like the absolute top of the top, like the 1% of the 1%, the people who started playing this game, playing any gacha, or Zenless in this case, day one, and they actually are very serious about their progress, there is literally no fucking way you are catching up to them. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, there ain't shit you can do. Because there's always going to, even if you do your absolute best as somebody who's like trying to catch up to like the day one players, the absolute day one players, there's always going to be something that you are going to be like, oh, but I still need to do this to catch up to them. It's going to be like a never-ending fucking rat race of like trying to catch up to them, but always realizing that there's always something that you haven't done yet. And at that point, like, are you playing because you like Zenless, or are you playing because you want to catch up to other people? Like, it's such a fucking beta cuck mindset to have, man. Like, just enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy the process. There's so many other things you could worry about, and you're worried about that? I don't know, man. This is definitely something I would, you know, beat myself up over, but that's just me. Another. Oh no, this isn't. This is the John Seaman guy. Is somebody completely fucking different. He's a rat. The guy we're talking about here is he's not a rat. He's just got his priorities kind of, you know, mismatched. Worst part is that he clarified he wasn't joking. I'm assuming you're talking about box 2. Yeah, then I don't know. If you said he wasn't joking about those extreme ass analogies he was making, let's just say that I find it kind of hard to defend his to try to defend him. Like, I'll defend his attitude or his stance towards the rats or against the rats, but his analogies, maybe he could like tone them down a bit. Maybe let's not go that far. Licensing be wild for collabs, yeah, man. Who the fuck knows how they work? I certainly don't. I'm no game dev myself, so I don't know how the fuck they work. All I know is that, you know, for a collab to happen, I would assume that, you know, both companies gotta agree to the collab in the first place. But, you know, what do I know? Can you head pattern and put a banner in the game, or will the game not let you? I'm assuming the game won't let me, but if it could, I would. Yeah, no. She just kind of sits there. This is just like a static live 2D, or it's not even live 2D. It's just a static animated background. Nothing too fancy. But yeah, I wish I could give her like a patch or something. Turn that frown upside down. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna take this call. Jesus fucking Christ.
雨宿りするところを探そうとしてたら足が滑っちゃったの。
Did people forget what Box did on April Fools, LMAO? Oh god, did he is that not the only drama he's had? I guess not, huh? TLDR, Box made a video where he said he's quitting Genshin, then he uploads a video saying he wasn't, and it was an April Fool's prank. 2 days later, he uploads yet another video saying he's quitting the Arknights community, makes all of his videos private as proof as he is. Then he goes silent for a few days, makes community out to talk about how he thinks went out of control. He also complained about Arknights not having no drama for some reason. Can't remember if it was a joke or not. This dude sounds like a fucking discount M-tashed. Okay, well, I guess assuming that's true, Chaos, and I'm going to take your word for it, considering it sounds like this is a very documented thing, or people have documented this. But yeah, I guess this Box 2 guy is kind of a fucking dick. Why is it that every fucking gacha content creator I hear about has some fucking shit to them? The fuck? Like, it's just Rexland and Sweetly who doesn't have some shit that I know of. Like, literally every single fucking gacha CC out there has some fucking dog shit associated with them. What the fuck, dude? What are these people's fucking problem? He also had a running joke where he talked about wanting thorns real bad, and during a stream he misclicked. Well, like that's whatever. Like, what do you mean by he misclicked? The rabbit with the clock meme, yeah. Hurry up. Twitter had a lot of fun with that one over the past month, I think. Will Enfield join the Big Five? It seems like it has a potential to, yeah, given how much traction it seems to be getting. I mean, the fact that it even has a lot of drama, like, you know, like what you feel about the drama, like all the drama aside, the fact that it even has a lot of this drama in the first place, like, for what it's worth, one thing it tells me is that yeah, a lot of people are playing it, right? Because if you have a lot of people playing something, typically, you know, you tend to have a lot more problems come out of it, you know, just simply off the merit that a lot of people are playing it. So it has a potential, I think. We'll see if it really does, though, or not. He proudly claims being a launch WoWo player off a lot, so it makes sense. Something has something to do with pride. Yeah, clearly. Now that you mentioned that, yeah, very clearly. Yeah. At that point, I don't know, man. If he unironically associates being a gacha player with, oh, you must play the game when it first came out, like, at that point, I'm sorry, but I hesitate to call you a gacha player. You're not playing gacha games because you enjoy the game. You play it only because you feel like it's a fucking status symbol, man. And not only that, but, like, bruh, it's a status symbol that's completely fucking arbitrary. It's like, oh, you started playing the game earlier than somebody else, so you feel superior to that person. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, speaking of bad and extreme analogies, I'm gonna make an extreme analogy myself here. So I guess I'm a hypocrite. But, like, I don't know. Forgive my extreme analogy, but like being proud of the fact that you started a gacha game day one is, I don't know. It's a bit like. Do I want to go this far? Do I want to go this far? maybe I shouldn't, but hey, it's good for views. And you know, that's what all the gacha content creators out there fucking give a shit about. And especially with Box making fucking analogies about animal abuse and shit like that. Jesus, maybe my analogy wouldn't be as bad. But I don't know, man. Like, being proud that you're Ayo Grayley. What did Box do? Apparently he got in some drama with the Wuwa crowd, where he made some pretty extreme examples of him criticizing the Wuwa shills. So I'm assuming he's under fire from them because of that. But anyways, like, being proud of the fact that you're a day one gacha player, to me almost is like I don't know, like, oh, you're proud to be I don't know, you're proud of being American, for example. Like, oh, I'm an American, therefore I'm better than you, person who lives in not America. Like, oh, I'm an American. I'm better than you. We're better than the Canadians or some shit like that. Some fucking retarded shit like that, you know? It's like, I don't know, man. Being proud of the fact that you're a day one player is like being proud of something that's kind of out of your control. Well, at least the people who, you know, didn't play day one. Like, it's totally fucking arbitrary, man. So yeah, unfortunately, Cheese's husband, your friend, that friend of yours who's like super proud of playing gachas day one, nah, like he's not playing gacha games because he enjoys gacha. Nah, bro, he's playing them as more as a fucking status symbol. He plays them because he wants to flex mainly, right? Especially with Wuwa, oh yeah, like with how many people play Wuwa and how popular the game is, and how much people like the game and want to talk about it, right? Oh yeah, no, your friend is definitely playing these gacha games as like a status symbol. Like, he's not even playing gacha games for the sake of playing them, right? Even if he does grind a lot and like play endgame stuff like that, like that's admirable, but like. But like, if his main reason is to flex in front of other people on Discord or some shit, yeah, no, that's not a great reason. Like, maybe this is a bit harsh, but I would suggest for him to just stop playing gacha games altogether. Like, well, what kind of a fucking beta cuck reason is that, man? Because people like him, I am willing to bet 100%, like 200%, that if for whatever reason, I'm not saying that this will happen, but if for whatever reason Wuthering Waves no longer is popular, right? I don't know, maybe a year out from now, maybe Kuro Game or Tencent fucks up the game so badly that nobody wants to play it anymore, right? Again, just a pure hypothetical, not saying that it will happen, and I doubt it will, but again, purely hypothetically speaking, if Wuwa kind of falls off a cliff, right, and falls into mediocrity, or, you know, it loses all its relevance or whatever, do you really think that your friend, Cheese's husband, do you think that friend of yours who cares about being a day one WoW player, do you think he'll care as much about his WoW account anymore? Because personally, I don't think so. In a situation where WoW no longer is relevant and is no longer anywhere near as popular as it is today, like right now, do you think he would really care about being a day one WoW player anymore? I would say not really, no. Kind of allowing their country to get taken over by foreigners. I think even though I'm not Canadian, I think I have a bit of nuance. I think I know a bit about what's going on there. That's probably, again, I don't know this for sure, but knowing what I know about Canada, what little I know about Canada, Canada's had an open immigration policy for a very, very long time. Canada, a long time ago, like decades ago, realized that if they want to maintain stable demographics for their country, they have to start. They have to have a very open immigration policy. So Canada has a lot of immigrants there. you know, overall it's worked out for them in terms of like, you know, giving them an okay demographic picture for now. Unfortunately, when it comes to like maintaining like healthy demographics using immigration, you kind of need to have it as like a stable thing. Like you kind of need to have immigration as like a constant thing, and you have to have it run like for like over time, like decades, for example. However, obviously it's not without its downsides. Obviously in Canada you have like I think they have a pretty bad housing crisis. Because what people do is they just come to Canada just to buy property and they just fucking leave, without like actually living there or anything. So that's obviously an issue. And then yeah, when you bring in immigrants, yeah, sometimes you can have, you know, sometimes you'll have just some bad apples come in and kind of, you know, ruin the place. Like I'm not going to say like, oh, it's because like it's these certain immigrant groups that ruin it for everybody. It's like I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not a fucking retarded ass MAGA fucking supporter, so I'm not going to say anything in absolutes or anything. But yeah, that's just the side effects of Canada's historically pretty open immigration policy. They should probably, you know, tighten up a bit. Like, I don't know what they want to do about that. It's their country after all, so they gotta figure something out. I don't know. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but I'm just a bystander. I'm just saying what I think I know, what I think is happening, so. But yeah, no, I mean, Canada, America, and we all got our problems, man. Got you a baconator, some baconator fries, and bacon with a large drink. Damn, you're eating like a king. Oh, that's funny. I just had Wendy's yesterday after when I came back home from work. I took a little detour to stop by at Wendy's to pick up a Baconator sandwich. God damn, Wendy's is fucking expensive. Well, most fast food places are fucking expensive these days anyway. Only a couple of exceptions these days, but I couldn't resist stopping by my Wendy's just to pick up a Baconator because it's been so long. Even the sandwich itself is fucking $10, man. Jesus. Not even 10. It was like closer to 12 after tax. Jesus. But hey, good to see you're enjoying yourself though. When Wuwa hit mainstream with Renacita with 2.0, he was ecstatic. I don't know, in my opinion, Wuwa was always mainstream, even when it first came out. But their relaunch with the 2.0 definitely brought back a lot of people. And you got more new players playing, yeah. Is that elitism? Oh yes, she's his husband. If he was really happy that Wuwa went mainstream, and he's out here fucking harping to the crowd here that he was one of the players who played from the beginning. Yeah, no, that definitely is kind of elitist. What's the difference between those two scenarios? Very interesting about actually with how people behave sometimes. Yeah, especially on the internet. With the desire for the game being more popular and for Enfield Elias wanting the same thing, wanting the opposite like gatekeep, basically less people play it. What's the difference between those two scenarios? Like in terms of elitism, technically speaking, the first scenario is not really being elitist. If you want your game to be more popular, that on its own is not elitist. But if you want your game to become more popular, to say that it's better than other games, then yes, at that point you're being elitist. The second scenario where the Enfield elitists want to gatekeep, if at any point you want to gatekeep a game, then yes, and you provide no other nuance to that, then yes, no, you're being a fucking elitist piece of shit. for you to say you want to gatekeep a game but not be elitist, you also, in my opinion, you also have to be very specific in that you only want to gatekeep people do not belong in your game, right? If you make sure to specify that, oh, we don't want like just fucking douchebags playing our game, we just want people who actually want to learn more about our game, right? And want to become proper members of the community, then that's not really being elitist. That's just you just wanting the best for your, that's just you wanting the best for your community. That alone is not that at that point you're not being elitist. But if you just say, oh, we want to gatekeep the game, and you specify nothing else beyond that, you just, we just want to gatekeep all the fucking holytards from playing our game, then no, you're being an elitist piece of shit. Also, Arknight's patch tomorrow give operators still missing their EN voices, their English voices finally. Oh, cool. Like, as in like all the characters, or like is it just like another like English voice actor patch? Well, they have been steadily adding more and more English voices, like slowly but surely over time in like batches. So. Fast food prices are going wild. Hardee's hell expensive. Yeah, man. It's only gonna get worse too. Just so you know. It's only gonna keep getting worse, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Job market's kind of fucked in Canada because of mass immigration. Yeah, that too. I don't doubt that. Meanwhile, us Americans here, us Americans south of the border have the exact opposite problem. Or at least, that's what I think. Let's see. Oh god, it's already 4 p.m. I have to get out of here, chat. I need to get ready for work. I should have been out for work like an hour ago already. But, I enjoyed talking about GACHA with all y'all, so it's worth it for me to lose an hour of work, I guess. Well, I say that now, and then, when I come back from home and see how much money I've made today, I may end up regretting it anyway. But, oh well. Can't win them all, I suppose. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here, chat. It was fun talking to y'all. About just anything, really. Gotcha, side stuff. Let's see, who can I raid today? Let's see. Fob Master's live, and then who is it? Zodjeff is streaming too. Oh yeah, Castigian Onslaught's out now. Let's see. I'll send you guys over to Mr. Fob Master. Tell him I said what's up. There we go. Yeah, it's the right channel. Okay. But yeah, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate y'all watching. Like again, tomorrow will be a longer stream, hopefully, because I'll be taking tomorrow off, because of the Game Awards. I'll be watching it mainly for the game reveals and trailers and whatnot. But yeah, stop by tomorrow. Tomorrow should be, hopefully, a longer stream. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. Tell Mr. Fobmaster I said what's up, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, guys. Peace. 48 hours stream. Yeah, I fucking wish.